Is your business ready for what's next? Think about where you want to be in 3 years, 5 years, 10. Growth isn't about numbers. It's having the right specialist by your side. Moss Adams and Baker Tilly have joined forces to create a remarkable new organization. It's one advisory firm with resources, expertise, and vision built specifically to serve the middle market to help you get to what's next. Learn how Baker Tilly can help your business pursue its vision of success. Visit bakertilly.com/combo.
Your cold is coming. Your cold is coming. When you feel a cold coming, shorten it with Zicam, the #1 cold shortening brand.
Oh, no, not before my big trip.
The big trip you've been planning is coming up, and so is your cold. But Zicam can shorten your cold and get you back to planning sooner.
Thanks, Revere.
We really should keep Zicam in the house.
Shorten your cold with Zicam.
Take it from America's most revered messenger. Shorten your cold at the first sign with cold shortening products from Zicam, the #1 cold shortening brand. Available in stores or see where to buy at Zicam.com.
Homes.com has collaboration tools to help home shoppers search, share, and discuss home shopping with family, friends, and their agent directly through the site. Though it was fun to get that email from your husband about that 3-bedroom in the hills, to which you replied via text that you would never live in the hills and you'd like to find a 3-bedroom closer to the beach. To which he replied, "Why are you so uncompromising?" A fun way to spend an afternoon, but we think it's just a tad bit easier our way. Homes.com.
Ding dong.
We've done your homework.
And now, here's the question.
Hola, bitches. Good day to you and yours. All right, the Mariners return home to Seattle tomorrow night. Woo! For Game 3 against the Toronto Blue Jays in the ALCS. Now, if you want to go, the cheapest tickets that we could find as of 10 a.m. this morning, I suspect they're already gone, they were $267. That is to be in Section 309. Now, the most expensive pair we found, $2,483, but that basically puts you behind home plate. Now, it might be pricey, but someone's going to buy those because every once in a while, we splurge on something that brings us joy, and if you're a Mariners fan, that is happening right now, right? Even if it's a steep price. In fact, Reddit, they recently hosted the unrelated question of, what item do you splurge on regardless of price? And the answers, they were all over the place. Everything from cheese to coffee to toilet paper to Popeye's fried chicken. That is right. Popeye's fried. They will splurge. I don't know how much they buy. They just made it a point. Hey, man, if I'm getting fried chicken, I'm dropping the dime at Popeye's. And look, we've all got our thing, even if it's Popeye's fried chicken. And as long as you're actually splurging on your thing, I don't judge too harshly. Now, on the other hand, there are people who will blow money on things that they don't or will not use. In fact, a recent survey asked people about the most expensive things you've seen someone buy and then never use. And the answers kind of explain themselves. A commercial-grade deli slicer for the home.
That's big time.
Grade. That's a lot of money for something you're not going to use. It makes sense in theory, but they're not using it today.
Feels like a pandemic purchase.
You know what? It could have been. This one may have been, too. A grand piano. They just point out that no one actually plays it. A horse. And then my personal favorite, and a lot of people are guilty of this, the gym membership. And then sometimes we end up owning expensive crap that we never paid for, i.e. fine china, champagne flutes, and other items that scream wedding gift. And in case you're wondering, 64% of people with those things do not use those things ever.
No.
Everyone said they'd like to. There's just no reason to. But today we're talking about those expensive things that either you bought for something good, you bought and ended up wasting your money, or someone bought it for you and it's just sitting there. So today's question, when it comes to blowing money, what was worth it and what was not?
To be a part of the big show, call 206-803-ROCK. Like the Men's Room on Facebook, follow us on X and Instagram at Men's Room Live. Send your emails to the Men's Room at KISW.com. And now, watch the show live on YouTube at KISW.
Is your business ready for what's next? Think about where you want to be in 3 years, 5 years, 10. Growth isn't about numbers. It's having the right specialist by your side. Moss Adams and Baker Tilly have joined forces to create a remarkable new organization. It's one advisory firm with resources, expertise, and vision built specifically to serve the middle market to help you get to what's next. Learn how Baker Tilly can help your business pursue its vision of success. Visit bakertilly.com/combo.
Your cold is coming. Your cold is coming. When you feel a cold coming, shorten it with Zycam, the #1 cold shortening brand.
Oh, no, not before my big trip.
The big trip you've been planning is coming up, and so is your cold. But Zycam can shorten your cold and get you back to planning sooner.
Thanks, Revere.
We really should keep Zycam in the house.
Shorten your cold with Zycam.
Take it from America's most revered messenger. Shorten your cold at the first sign with cold shortening products from Zycam, the #1 cold shortening brand. Available in stores or see where to buy at Zycam.com.
Homes.com is the only place where you can find specialized neighborhood guides with the in-depth insider info home shoppers want. Very in-depth info. Want to know if there's homes for sale in the area? We've got it. How long has a home been on the market? We'll know it. Average lot size? Uh-huh. Proximity to local parks? Of course. Insight into your neighbor's divorce? We're working on it. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
You've finally broken loose from work. 3 friends, 1 tea time, and then the text. Honey, there's water in the basement. Not exactly how you pictured your Saturday. That's when you call us, Cincinnati Insurance. We always answer the call, because real protection means showing up, even when things are in the rough. Cincinnati Insurance. Let us make your bad day better. Find an agent at CINFIN.com.
You're tuned into Auto Intelligence, live from Auto Trader, where data, tools, and your preferences sync to make your car shopping smooth.
They're searching inventory.
Oh, yeah.
They find what you need.
They're gonna find it.
You can make a budget for your wallet to help you succeed. Pricing's precise and true.
So true.
It's smarter car shopping.
Ooh.
Just for you.
Oh, it's just for you. Ooh. Find your next ride at autotrader.com. Powered by Auto Intelligence.
You rock.
Debauchery rolls on. You're listening to The Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Hold the tell us away we go. Welcome to the 20th anniversary season, episode number 4,408. What a large and charge program we have for you today. Once again, we'll be joined by Taryn Daly, Steve Nicks from the Daily Mix Morning Show. We'll sit and spin, and today we get to know the enemy. 10 bands from the Great White North.
The Great White North.
That would be Canada, you see.
Oh, I thought you were talking Idaho.
How's the Toronto Blue Jays coming into town tomorrow to take on your Seattle Mariners? 5:08 tomorrow. So
that's tomorrow.
We get 10 bands from the Great White North. Coming up today as we'll sit and spin.
I hope their Thanksgiving sucked.
Yeah.
How's last
That was
night?
yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably did.
I could deal with 2 Thanksgivings every year. I'd be perfectly fine with that. I would celebrate theirs and celebrate ours.
What's their traditional Thanksgiving
Same.
meal?
It's same stuff.
Really?
Yes. Yeah. They just get it earlier.
I would just think we'd coordinate that. Like, look, man, that way we could all save money, buy it in bulk at one time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, they technically probably
do they
should
get the pick of the good stuff? They got all the good turkeys.
See, technically, it was a Leif Erikson deal with them. So they would have to eat that crap that's like just salted.
Oh, balut. Or,
you know, like, I don't know what you know about that area's food, but it's terrible.
Mm-hmm.
You think they got today off? Because, like, with our Thanksgiving,
Why
we
wouldn't
get
it be
Thursday and
yesterday?
Friday. Right.
But we play it better than Canada. No offense, Canada, but Christ, dude, listen, let's do it on a Thursday and take the Friday off. Like we do the 4-day weekend thing.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If I was celebrating Canadian Thanksgiving, I think you do it on Sunday. Nobody wants to have that holiday on a day you got to go to work the next day.
That's a good point. Good point.
Yeah.
What's a holiday we have coming up that falls on a Tuesday?
Veterans Day.
It's on a Tuesday.
On November the 11th. Tuesday, November 11th.
But will they still...
But that's always on the 11th.
But will you still observe it on the Monday?
Right.
No.
No, so they're going to observe it
According
on
to our company calendar, no, that is a Tuesday.
Hey, company, just not that anyone comes into work anyway, but they definitely won't be in that Monday
We
as well.
get Veterans Day?
I don't know.
You can take it.
I don't know. We didn't get Columbus Day.
We can float holidays as a thing, right? So if we decided to work Veterans Day, if you wanted to work July 4th or whatever, we can do it, and you can use that day at a different time.
Now, one thing we know about Canada is one of their greatest exports is, in fact, entertainment. As far as actors, the world of comedy, the world of music, they do a great job.
Yes, they do.
Of entertaining all of North America, right? So we can all admit that, except for their baseball team. But we get 10 bands from the Great White North. Mike, you've randomly selected, I guess, 10 of the greatest musicians, bands.
I did.
From Canada.
I wanted to bring the best that Canada had to offer.
Now, they cover the gamut, too, right? There's Justin Bieber, top of the pop world.
There's Drake.
There's also...
Drake's out there, The Weeknd.
what's his
Celine
name? William Shatner, one of the fondest spoken word people.
Absolutely.
Remember him performing Rocket Man?
He could be on the list.
Did he do Rocket Man?
He did do Rocket Man.
It was
Yes, he
Rocket
did.
Man.
Sure. Yeah.
Poorly.
She packed my bags last night. Pre-flight.
10 bands from the Great White North coming up at 4:30 as we sit and spin. And today on the question, when it comes to blowing money, what was worth it, what was not? We're talking about the Mariners, and I've had a number of friends just, talking at the bar, talking wherever, who have on the text chain discussing going to this game tomorrow. Now, a lot of the times, we're in a situation where we would love to get out of here early, believe me, and we would love to go see a Monday Night Football game that starts a little bit earlier, whatever the deal is. And we get there late because, we get off the air at 6, but we try at times to just rush this thing out of here. But with a game like tomorrow, you need to be down there a couple hours before. Oh, yeah. You need to be having a good time. You need to be ready and roaring. You need to get some food in you so that you're okay. Get to the stadium, throw down. Now, this has been my excuse so far with the friends of my friend group as far as buying this ticket for either tomorrow or Thursday, is the fact that, Thursday's game, first of all, is 3 o'clock.
Well, no, we can't
do
it.
Obviously, unless we all take a day off, we can't do that. Tomorrow's 5:08 or 5:03, whatever it is. But again, I'm telling my buddies, look, you guys are going down there 2 or 3 in the afternoon. I'm not going to be there that early.
We're at work. What is hard to understand about this?
It's just like I'm not spending the money on it. Like, oh, come on, you can roll in by the third inning.
No, if you're spending this kind of money, I want to be there from beginning to end.
Right. Now, earlier in the week, believe it or not, you could buy a ticket for about $150. Mm-hmm. Now, as the week has gone on, that number has climbed. You said it was around 300, baby, for the lowest ticket.
It was. So at 10:20 this morning, I was checking the seats. Cheapest was $267. That was Section 8. And then the most expensive one was just over $2,400, and to put your ass behind home plate.
Now, no matter what you bought a ticket for, let's go around the room real quick, if we don't mind. The most expensive ticket or pair of tickets that you bought to see anything so far in your lifetime.
You already know because we did it together, and both of us... It was to go to the Super Bowl when the Ravens went. We were literally on the phone with each other. We wanted we wanted 3 zeros on the clock because anything can happen in the NFL.
Yep.
You realize the Ravens are going, and you basically had the whole thing set up. We just had to hit send. And we're like, and he goes, I remember you saying, should I do it? Not because we didn't want to go. It was just the cost of it. And it's like, just do it.
Yeah.
And right after you hit send, both of us were like,
What? Do you remember the price?
It was at that, and here's what's crazy. So this was 2012, and I want to say it was $1,200. That would be a steal now to go to the Super Bowl.
I think by the time that all the fees were done, because we bought it through a secondary ticket broker, I want to say that it was around $2,200 a ticket.
It's always a great conversation with the wife.
But
listen, man, this is my team. She's like, I understand, and I do remember her telling me this. She goes, look, do it. I know what it means to you. And keep in mind, I had 2 kids at this point, and they're both like 3 and under. 2 and under. In fact, my son, was he even born yet? I don't remember. 2012, if he was just, a teeny,
No, he was
teeny tiny
yeah.
thing. But she was like, look, if they become like New England or the modern day Kansas City where they go all the time, she's like, I hope you enjoy this one. We're not doing it every year.
Also, then it doesn't include the cost of a flight, the rental car, the hotel room,
the booze.
We did the best we could to keep those costs down. We didn't stay in New Orleans. We stayed in Biloxi, which is about an hour and 15 minutes away.
Worth it, dude.
We stayed at a casino, which offered a pretty good hotel rate. We got a cheap-ass rental car because we're only driving it one day down to the game back.
But you paid for parking.
Parking, guess what parking was at the Super Bowl? Before you get ready to go down and see the Mariners tomorrow night. Do you remember the cost of parking for the Super Bowl in New Orleans? Any guesses?
Was it like $40 or something?
It was $25.
To park at the Super Bowl.
$5.
At the Super Bowl.
That is correct. $25.
And this is a stadium in the middle of the city.
When you go to a Seahawks game or when you go to any other game now.
$80.
Look at the difference. And look at the difference in the price of a Super Bowl ticket to us. Then that was the most ridiculous amount of money that I've ever spent on anything in my life.
It is nothing now.
Now, was it worth it? Absolutely. Yeah. Hands down.
Because we won. And that's the one thing people asked. Just keep it relative with the Super Bowl. So I don't know, it's probably like $5,000 now, right, to get in there. People say, is it worth it? It's like, if your team wins, it's worth it, but you can't guarantee that. Because if I spent that much money, as it was back then, and they lost, it'd be like, not only am I in a bad mood, but I'm freaking broke.
This blew away my $250 Prince ticket for Showbox, which to me was absolutely absurd at the time. But I'm like, you know what? He's playing at the Showbox. I've got to go. Not the best Prince concert I've ever seen.
But intimate.
It was intimate. He was backlit the entire time.
I still think it was more.
It was more than $250.
We paid like $300 for those. That's how I tell the story.
Whatever it was. It was.
I know that I got a ticket for $250 because my wife was really pissed off at me about something. I don't remember what it is, and as a smart man, I choose not to revisit
Probably to
these
do with
things,
sobriety.
but I guarantee
You forgot to cut the grass.
But it's just what I did. And anyway, but she was like, I just bought the Prince ticket. I'm like, cool.
All right, so $250 it is.
Yeah.
That was, For me, it's just F1 the first year in Vegas.
How much was that?
We don't talk about it.
Really?
The ticket. Was it more than the Super Bowl?
Would you pay for the Super Bowl?
About $2,200.
Yeah, all said and done, but
I'd say it was in that ballpark.
Okay, all right.
But we were in the East Harmon zone, so you got like free food and this and that. Some famous chef had like his menu.
Okay, so you got
out.
a lot more than just the experience.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I'm going to Austin this weekend. It is considerably less.
Was it worth
so it's about it being in Vegas is what
it was at Vegas, and it was the first one. Even the next year, the prices came down by hundreds.
How about that the national title game?
I just had to pay for the flight.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Somebody else hooked me up with a ticket.
How much do you think they would be? Are they comparable to the Super Bowl? I mean, because that's a massive.
So my
massive
buddy's wife, I'm not going to say her name, but you would know her. She works.
Barbara Schwindel.
She works. Wow. She works at ESPN. You've seen her do some stuff.
Okay.
So she got us tickets through ESPN. They had to be four figures because we were in the club section. Like 50-yard line.
Well, it's one thing my brother will offer me. He's like, look, if you're an NFL fan, the Super Bowl is a Super Bowl. There's a very good chance your team's not in it, but the experience is still really cool, right? And so he said, listen, just as being a ref, if you want to go ahead and get your tickets, we get them at cost is the difference. So before they get marked up, before Ticketmaster screws you over, all that stuff, get them at cost. So my son's always wanted to go. And I'm like, you know what, man? And keep in mind, in my head, I'm still thinking $1,200. So I'm like, you know what? Yeah. I can swing that. I can't. Last year we looked, and for the two of us to go, I want to say it was like $9,000. And
so $4,500 a ticket at face value.
Ticket. And I remember looking at my son and said, we are absolutely positively not doing this.
Mike, do you remember what your Super Bowl ticket was? How much that cost?
That cost me a day's work down in Arizona.
So someone else paid for it.
Right. So the way that worked is the old man had done the Boys and Girls Club of Metro Phoenix auction for years, and every year that he was there, they gave him some sort of a bonus because this is a multi-million-dollar auction. This thing does crazy, stupid amounts of money, and they gave him bonuses each and every year. Sometimes it was just in the way of cash, other times it was the way of experiences. He has gone to Italy because of this auction. He has gone to the World Series because of this auction, and we went to the Super Bowl because they asked him what he wanted for a bonus, and he knew the Seahawks had just won the Super Bowl, and he knew that they were going to Arizona, and he knew that we were hot enough. He said, I want tickets to the Super Bowl. And by God, I spent that entire season watching as I knew.
So this was way beforehand.
Before
so
the
no matter who
started,
was going to go.
So you already knew you're going
to the Super Bowl, but you don't know the Seahawks are going.
This auction is in March.
This is nuts.
Jesus.
I knew I was going,
how
but
crazy was that to every game?
Insane,
just
Miles.
to know you're one
that
more
Green
step
Bay
away.
NFC Championship.
Yeah.
I was screaming louder than any Seahawks fan on the planet because I've waited weeks.
And look, man, and no disrespect to the way the NFL works and everything else. But as far as the Seahawks go, and this is no disrespect to the organization, they don't have anything to do with it. The first one they ever go to is in Detroit.
I know.
Okay?
I know.
And there's nothing wrong with Detroit. It's got a lid on top.
Nothing wrong with Detroit,
it's got a cover on top, so you're not going to be cold.
Well, and Detroit's come a long way.
It has.
What was that, 07?
06.
Yeah.
Detroit's come a long way.
They've been building that
since
city
06.
up. They've been building that city up for 25 years. It's not nearly where it is
But
now.
that was 19 years
But the
ago.
MGM was still there, the hotel, the big casino downtown.
That's what everybody said. You can go to the game or go to the casino.
That's it. So
They're still surrounded by Detroit.
Well, yeah,
everything you
could
just
go
said
to,
is
you
fine.
could go to Windsor. I lived in Detroit. Just take a ferry ride over to Windsor. Go over there.
So to have a good time in Detroit, leave Detroit.
Then the second time around, it's New York. Yeah. It's outside.
In February.
Jersey.
In frickin' February. I mean, you couldn't get screwed over more than twice on a trip to the Super Bowl if you tried. My mind was blown. Like,
and then sunny Arizona.
Well, that's better, but it didn't work out.
No, it didn't. It was a brilliant game. I had a great time down there for sure. While we were on the subject of trying to figure out the most expensive concerts, one thing that my wife has found immense joy in is going to concerts. So I asked her, what is the most expensive concert that we've gone to? Because as far as our household goes, she's the one that knows how much we're spending on the concerts because she's the one that signs up for all this stuff. I have now gotten basically an itemized receipt of how much money my household has spent in the last year.
Do you want to know this?
Yeah, in the past year?
In the past year. So we went to both nights of Morgan Wallen. Okay,
that had to be cheap.
Over at Lumen Field, we had floor seats for the first night that cost a collective $800.
Whoa, damn!
By the time we got through both nights, it was $1,200.
Okay, and you just saw him. Is the thing.
I mean, did he play the same set list?
Yes, he did. There was one song difference between the two shows.
So he did the same exact song the second night.
Yes, he did.
It was kick-ass.
It was great. It was great.
A good show.
All right, Mike, I'm not making fun of you. I'm showing how good of a husband you are.
Thank you.
So my buddy does catering for Morgan Wallen. So I have 2 passes. He said, I can only get you 2. So about a year ago when he announced this, I said, Mike, you could have the other one for free. And he said, I can't do it without my wife.
She is the bigger fan between the two of us. It wouldn't be right if I went backstage.
Could she have not have gone with a friend, you see?
But it wouldn't be wrong.
And then
I tried to get her to go with Ted.
Well, you still spend the same amount of money.
Right, and then I said, I like her, but I have a buddy.
I need a guy. You spend the same amount of money.
So what now?
She goes with a friend, her mom, whatever.
Oh, I get you.
You go with Ted and go and hang out with whoever it is,
Yeah,
we were
Adam
just
Ray. We
could.
Yeah, we got to eat for dinner for free. It was quite lovely.
Okay,
it was nice to have.
And we got on the. I didn't even know we were going to end up with floor seats for free.
Oh, look at this!
But wait, there's more. We went to Luke Combs last October.
Does she like anyone cheap?
No. We went to Luke Combs at the Gorge last year around October. That was $1,000 for 2 nights.
God, again 2 nights.
For 2 nights.
Did he do the same set the second night?
No, he did mix that one up a little bit.
Okay.
What is up with just not having the one night experience?
I don't know, Miles.
No, I'm serious. Like after one night, I'm like, I'm good. I'm good. Like,
You would.
Prince played 4 shows. I
Oh,
went
but
to
wait.
one.
Yeah.
I went
But
to
wait.
one.
I will
There's
say,
more.
in Morgan Wallen's defense, his Saturday night show was better.
Well, yes.
You only know that because you were at both.
Same with Pearl Jam when they played the home shows. I mean, one night was just.
What else have you dropped cash on this past year?
Not just this year. Let's see. Okay. We didn't, not including this year. Last year, the Jonas Brothers came around on their big 20. This year was the 20th anniversary tour. Last year was basically their equivalent of the Eras
Have
tour.
you seen both?
I saw 3, Steve.
What do you mean 3?
They started in Portland and then they moved up to Seattle. Sorry, no, I only saw 2 of the 3. She went to Portland with her mom. So Portland for 1.
But you still.
Seattle, I was there at 2, and we went up to Canada to Vancouver.
Was
for
it the
show number
same
3.
show?
Yeah.
Again?
Yeah, it was. No, I went. You know what? I did see it 3 times because we were in Vegas.
Oh, no. You
Vegas
said 3 times?
Vegas, Seattle, and Vancouver.
Was it the same show?
$1,000
Is
for
it the
3
same
shows.
show?
Yes, it is, Miles.
Jesus, man.
You get a special guest. I got
So
to see
what?
Michael Bublé get up on stage up in Canada. That was it.
Was it Christmas time?
You could have got to get a beer with Miles after work and saw him in person.
Could have.
Yeah. Was it Bublé doing Christmas?
No.
So who cares?
I know. Damn it.
I mean, what is going on with you? Can't you put your foot down for 1 minute on that stuff? Like, can we just go to one night?
What makes my wife
Can we go
happy.
to one night?
I'd love to do one night.
One
Miles.
night.
I'm not kidding you. I can usually hang. I really can. Night 1 of Morgan was a great time, but I had to carry her boots down there. And what we do is we park up here at the studio. We walk
What,
down.
did she kiss?
We park up here at the studio. We walk down to the stadium. We watch the show. We walk on back here. We've done that.
What does she
We've
do
done
with
that
her
at the
shoes
baseball
that she's
game.
wearing? Did she just throw them in a dumpster?
No, she just got a little pair of flats that she wears, and then she just they're able to be rolled up and put into her purse. But I kid you not. Friday night we went and see the show. It was amazing. Had a great old time. This is the first time that I woke up on Saturday. It was like, if I didn't already have these tickets, I would not be doing this.
Oh, yeah.
I am exhausted. I can't do it.
Oh, and that was the Saturday from hell. Like, it was one of those, like, everything was going on in the city. From North Seattle.
Yeah.
Right, we had a whole group of guys. So we were like, screw it. It's only 2:00. We'll take an Uber down. I swear to God, it took us like an hour and a half. Like, it was awful. Awful.
Do we know anyone actually going to this baseball game tomorrow? Is anyone person? I do not.
I know one person going.
I don't know anyone who's
Thursday.
going. Okay.
I do know somebody that I just worked with him today. He's going down there tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
So he got tickets. Did he buy them?
Yes.
I mean, are they crazy expensive, or was he like a season ticket holder at first crack?
I think he's got season tickets through the auction, but I think he's got season tickets.
Yeah, my buddies that are going are like they have Seahawks season tickets, this and that. So one of the guys has season tickets with the Mariners and has like an in.
Right.
But they still paid a lot of money. Look, yesterday during the show, somebody offered me one, but I was like, it's too expensive.
Keep in mind, having an in does not make it cost less. It just means you have the opportunity to buy it.
What was the in on that one for one game?
I guess $600.
Jeez. For tomorrow.
Thursday.
For Thursday, which starts at 3. So you should have. I'd pitch in on that.
So we can get the day off.
Then we can take the day off. I'll give you $100.
I got to board a flight that night.
Oh, man.
Look at my pockets. They're just like shooting money out.
Red Eye?
Well, yes.
No. I mean, come on. When it comes to blowing money, what was worth it, what was not? 206-803-ROCK.
Is your business ready for what's next? Think about where you want to be in 3 years, 5 years, 10. Growth isn't about numbers. It's having the right specialist by your side. Moss Adams and Baker Tilly have joined forces to create a remarkable new organization. It's one advisory firm with resources, expertise, and vision built specifically to serve the middle market to help you get to what's next. Learn how Baker Tilly can help your business pursue its vision of success. Visit bakertilly.com/combo.
Your cold is coming. Your cold is coming. When you feel a cold coming, shorten it with Zycam, the #1 cold shortening brand.
Oh, no, not before my big trip.
The big trip you've been planning is coming up, and so is your cold. But Zycam can shorten your cold and get you back to planning sooner.
Thanks, Revere.
We really should keep Zycam in the house.
Shorten your cold with Zycam.
Take it from America's most revered messenger. Shorten your cold at the first sign with cold shortening products from Zycam, the #1 cold shortening brand. Available in stores or see where to buy at Zycam.com.
Homes.com is the only place where you can find specialized neighborhood guides with the in-depth insider info home shoppers want. Very in-depth info. Want to know if there's homes for sale in the area? We've got it. How long has a home been on the market? We'll know it. Average lot size? Uh-huh. Proximity to local parks? Of course. Insight into your neighbor's divorce? We're working on it. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
You've finally broken loose from work. 3 friends, 1 tea time, and then the text. Honey, there's water in the basement. Not exactly how you pictured your Saturday. That's when you call us, Cincinnati Insurance. We always answer the call, because real protection means showing up, even when things are in the rough. Cincinnati Insurance. Let us make your bad day better. Find an agent at CINFIN.com.
Coming at you live from Auto Trader, here's New Car Energy.
They're searching inventory. You can make a budget for your wallet to help you succeed. It's smarter car shopping just for
Find
you.
your next ride at autotrader.com, powered by Auto Intelligence.
Text the guys at 206-803-ROCK from the Pinky's Plumbing Studio. You're in the men's room.
Unwrapped an acoustic holiday, the first ever going down. KISW proudly presents December 12th at Angel of the Winds Arena in Everett. Brent Smith and Zach Myers to Shinedown.
Yeah.
The Pretty Reckless.
Yeah.
Daughtry, Hollywood Undead, and Mammoth.
Yeah.
All on one stage for an acoustic holiday set. Man, that's going to be a great time. Tickets on sale now, KISW.com. Get them before they're gone. Okay, so today we're talking about blowing money. Now, there's a couple things we're going to talk about as far as what you believe to be blowing money. It's one thing to blow money on stuff. There are other things that you just spend more money on than you normally would.
Sure.
Or more, maybe just that other people do based on what your common interests are. And as you get older, there are certain things that you learn that you just aren't going to cut corners on anymore if you can.
Yeah.
There's certain things you buy and you realize you don't use them anymore. There was a whole article about the Peloton revolution. And everyone's getting a Peloton. And how it's a very expensive piece of equipment. And right now it's just sitting in a lot of people's homes.
The funny thing about that is people's fault. Peloton's entire point when they first came out was to sell these exercise bikes for a lot cheaper than the average exercise bikes. They wanted people to exercise. What they found out was if you don't charge a lot of money, people assume that your product is crap, so they weren't selling them.
Yep.
So their big idea was, they said, all right, look, man, this sounds bad because we're trying to do the right thing here where people aren't interested. Double the price. And once they doubled the price, they started selling really well. People said, you know what? That thing that I thought was a piece of crap, now that you're charging me twice as much, it must be good.
Now, here's some weird things I spend money on that I should not. It doesn't really matter, but for whatever reason, I just like the smell of things. when it comes to okay, for an example.
That could be a lot of things.
That's right. That's right. It's real expensive.
You suck.
Okay, here's an example. I shave once a week. That's it. I mean, that's all we really need to shave as far as this job is concerned. I shave once a week. There's this lather, this shaving cream called Cremo. All right, comes in a tube. It's $8. I don't know how much it is. It's twice as much as the Barbasol.
Cremo. What is it about the Cremo?
It's
a beautiful name,
and it's about the way that it lathers on your face.
All right.
Now, I cannot buy this at Rite Aid, Walgreens, whatever.
I've never heard of Cremo.
It is behind lock and key. Anytime I want to buy anything to shave with, other than a disposable razor and a can of Barbasol, it is behind lock and key. Typically, I end up ordering this stuff online through Amazon because I keep pressing the button and no one shows up.
Cremo.
I'm telling you right. These are the things.
Have you tried Cremo?
Well, listen. There are certain things that people just blow their money on that, that they don't need to. So, okay, you know me. I'll eat Del Monte ketchup or whatever.
How much are you spending on Cremo?
It's like $8, $7. What is it? Cremo, it's a shaving cream. They probably have a whole line of products.
All right, they do. All right, let me just find the shaving cream.
Yeah.
How much is shaving cream?
No, I don't know. I'm just saying I buy probably the most expensive stuff they have. I only shave once a week.
It's $9.49.
Thank you. That's ridiculous.
But you can get it as low as $8.99.
So why do I buy that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Well,
Okay,
because you like it.
I do like it. All right, so you know me with the ketchup. I buy Portland ketchup because I think it's freaking delicious. I don't use a lot of ketchup. Again, this is more money than regular ketchup.
I'm just saying I use Gillette shaving gel. I can get 2 cans for $7.59 at
See,
Target.
this
We
is-
go to Target. I got 2 cans. You got 1.
This is what I'm saying.
Captain Cremo.
But, okay, look. Your cooking knives,
Yeah.
all right, that you use, are they from your chef days?
No.
Have you bought new ones?
I bought new ones, but I just buy the regular ones that they sell at
So
any
you don't
store
buy, you don't
now.
buy cheap ones? You buy cheap ones?
My chef's knife is more expensive because everything I do with the chef's knife. I don't do anything other than a serrated knife for bread. But yeah, I'm a chef knife guy. So that one, even though they had a chef knife in the block, I bought a separate one that I use, and pretty much everyone else in the family uses the block one.
Sure. But that knife is probably worth more money than all the knives that I have combined.
I would guarantee it. Yeah.
So it's just like what your particular interest is and what matters to you as far as
it's more
the
what
quality
matters,
level.
not interest. And it's only from cooking for so many years.
Right. Yeah.
And I was that guy, right? Because if you look at the price of knives, and I don't mean like at IKEA. I mean, if you go into a place that specializes in it, it gets extraordinary. All right. So, but I know what I'm talking about when I'm talking to the guy, and I can see my wife's face, and I'm like, look, I'll just buy the one because I use a chef's knife. That is my go-to. And I still have to talk myself down because he's one of those. The guy I was talking to at the time is one of those. You know what you're talking about. Let me show you the. And we kind of go in the back, and I'm like, oh, it's like the Holy Grail stuff. You know what I mean? Angels weeping, the spotlight on it.
Japanese stuff, whatever it is.
Yeah, dude. And I mean, the one I really want, like the balance is fantastic. You don't have to sharpen it that much. It is a beautiful, beautiful blade. It was like $899. Now.
That's ridiculous. But you'll have it for life.
That is not the one that I got.
Oh.
That is not the one that I got. Sometimes you realize no matter what, it would be impossible for me to convince my wife to buy a $900 knife. Also, I would not spend $900 on it.
Correct.
It's not that I don't want to. It's just I go, look, I don't make enough to justify that. Now, if I hit the lottery, I promise you all of my cutlery would be top-notch S. But my chef's knife is certainly more expensive.
There are certain things that I buy that are not price point that high. I just buy them because I like the product. I think it's the best product.
Sure.
Like Duke's mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Whatever. I buy that because, to me, it's the best mayonnaise. Now, thank God it's not expensive because I do use a lot of that when I make tuna salad, whatever. But for the most part, it seems like when I get these weird things in my brain as far as what I think is the best, that I'm going to try to buy the best so I don't have to buy it as often.
That is my vacuum cleaners.
Exactly.
Pots and pans. We had all these Calphalon pots and pans. We had pretty much every Calphalon pot and pan you could have. Some I got from my parents, some we bought ourselves. These things were fantastic. Then we redid the kitchen, and the only electric stovetop they have, what is it? What do I have? The, not convection,
Well, were you needing like a magnet?
Yeah, that magnetic.
Oh, I don't know.
None of our pots and pans were, so we had all this cap. And Mike, I want to say I gave you a few, right? The pots and pans. Because I'm like, look, you don't want to buy these because they cost a fortune. But now that I have this dumbass stovetop that I kind of hate, I can't use any of the, not a single one. So we had to go out and buy new pots and pans. And it's fine, but
it's just not the ones you had. It's not the one.
But I can feel the difference. Like, you can just feel that they're not
okay.
as
I
good.
think some clothing too,
depending what it
right?
is.
Like I have a Patagonia zip-up hoodie that I've had for easily 10 years. And I mean, still fits the same, great quality. Like, there's no phrase.
Can I borrow it at the gorge?
No,
no,
you can't. Lord knows you'll lose it before noon. I mean, you lost that hoodie within 45 minutes of me giving it to you.
I feel bad, but I'm also kind of impressed because I was not trying to lose it. And it's like, I have no idea.
So, but yeah, like stuff like that. Or honestly, like I had a black pair of Ugg boots. You saw me wear them 1,000 times.
Yeah.
But you couldn't tell they were Uggs. They were the most comfortable, awesome boots. Like,
what happened to them?
Honestly, just wear and tear.
Okay,
after however many years, they just like there's a little break in the seal, so you can't wear them in the snow because you can feel the snow.
So just based on what we do, I will never buy. Anybody else can buy a pair of cheap headphones.
Yeah, I can't do it.
I can't do it because I might need them for work. So, even if I'm buying them for the airplane, though, I'm not going to use those at work. They're Bluetooth or whatever.
I got some good ones for the plane. It drives my wife.
Yeah.
She loses her mind on that. And I said, look, I'm not trying to spend a lot of money on headphones, but
the ones I want,
I spend my life in them, and there's a certain way I want to hear things.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
She swears there's no difference. I'm like, I'm telling you there is.
If I buy a cheap pair of headphones, it's because I'm going to be on like a Delta flight, and you can't Bluetooth because my headphones are just Bluetooth.
You can just plug into them though, right?
Well, I don't have a plug for them. So like this happened to me when I flew back. So on the layover, I just went to a store and bought like $17 pair of headphones to plug in to watch.
All right. Okay.
And then the screens didn't work.
So here are Here are some things that people say that you should never skimp on. The things that individually
Never skimp on.
Well, that they buy. This is their particulars.
Okay.
So to speak.
All right.
Good sheets.
Yeah.
Good pillows.
Yeah.
Good sleep stuff in general. Look, an expensive mattress is expensive for a reason, but you spend as much time as you do in your bed that it might be worth it for you to buy a more expensive mattress.
But it's all about the after effect, because when you're in your bed, for the vast majority of the time, you are unconscious. So the mattress is about how do you feel when you wake up. It's not like you enjoy it when you're in bed. You're freaking asleep.
When my wife and I bought our house, Thrill and his wife both reached out and they said, what size bed do you have? And then they sent us some very, very, very nice sheets.
I wanted
nice.
It was worth it.
But it makes a big difference.
But part of and I told my wife this at the time. I said, part of the reason I want to do this, I'm going to sabotage the rest of their life.
Yes, you are.
Because my wife convinced me to get
Yes,
those
you
sheets
have.
for our bed, all right? And I'm like, man, I'm not going to be able to tell the difference. First time I climbed into that bed, I'm like,
Oh, my God.
oh my God.
You can
So,
tell.
so now I can't not have those. So I'm like, we're going to get these for him, but I'm telling you, man, now you got to drop the coin because you don't want to go back.
Yeah.
Couple more. Good desk chair for the home office. I bought a steel case, and my back is thanking me every day.
All right.
Good vacuum. You brought that up. An electric toothbrush. My gums have never felt so amazing. I don't have to do S. Just let the brush ride the waves. Never had one before. A bidet and an air fryer. Separate appliances.
I hope so.
Not a 2-in-1, this one.
It's 2-in-1 air
I mean,
fryer
they're
and
kind of
bidet.
connected.
Yeah.
Stuff out of the air fryer makes you poo.
That's right. That's right.
Right?
And someone says this, paying movers. If
Yes.
you are
Yeah,
moving and
that's-
your budget allows, pay end-to-end movers to handle it. It's pretty expensive depending on how much you have, but holy crap, when you have 2 young kids and all the clutter they accumulate, it is so worth it. Our question when it comes to blowing money, what was worth it, what was not? 206-803-ROCK.
Real quick on the movers, that's also, I think, an age thing.
Oh, for
Like,
sure,
you just
man.
get to a certain age, you're like, your buddies, they got stuff to do. They got families. They're not coming over to help you move.
Right.
And when you're moving stuff that you don't plan on ever replacing again, that's when you hire movers. Like the last time we went to buy a sofa, I said, that's fine, but let's get a good one because I'm not doing this again, right? Like, so all of that kind of thing we've upgraded. Anything we buy, I'm like, look, I'm not doing this again. So if we're going to buy it, buy it. Certain things we're going to take an S eventually, like the vacuum. But I'm like, we used to spend like $90 on a vacuum cleaner, and within 6 months, it just wasn't working anymore.
Especially if you have pets.
Right,
If you have
pets.
pet hair and all that.
So eventually I was like, man, let's just do the Dyson thing. It costs a lot more, and the thing like refuses to break.
When it comes to blowing money, what was worth it, what was not? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Andy. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
All right, so I'm a big guy. I'm a big stadium guy. I want to check off every NFL and every MLB stadium off my list.
How many have you been to of each so far?
I think 5-5. I just checked off SoFi and Angel Stadium last weekend.
How is SoFi?
Awesome.
Look, it's surrounded by nothing but parking lots. I kind of hate that, but obviously it looks cool as F. So is it worth it?
Oh yeah, so that one was worth it. I'm calling about my WrestleMania trip, but that one, it was worth it because I got to hang out with a bunch of Rams fans, and they said, just buy the cheapest ticket to get in. The views are great everywhere. You come hang out with us. So I got into the stadium for $50.
Oh, damn!
And then I had one an old boss of mine. He's a rich guy, and he was like, "Hey, there's a couple seats down by me if you want to come down here." So he sent me a screenshot of his ticket just so I could get down to that level even. And I got to watch the second half of the game 12 yards up, or 12 rows up on the 40-yard line.
All right.
It
Okay.
was beautiful.
Very cool.
But earlier this year, I spent almost $1,000 to take my kid to WrestleMania down in Vegas.
How much would it have been if you didn't bring your kid?
And also, how old is your kid?
She was 13.
Okay,
so not enough to have the Vegas dad experience yet.
But your kid's old enough to appreciate it.
Yes, it was worth it in the fact that she loved it. She lost her voice screaming for all her favorite wrestlers. We got to see John Cena's last WrestleMania match. And even though it cost a fortune, I think overall, my time in Vegas, I probably spent less because I wasn't just getting hammered and gambling all day because my kid was there.
That's the good part about having kids there. So, are you a big wrestle guy, I'm guessing?
Oh, yeah. I've been a wrestling fan since I was 11 years old.
Oh, damn. Okay. So what's the most you've spent to see wrestling, or was that the one?
That was the one because when WrestleMania was here back in 2003, a good seat was like $150. So it's gone up quite a bit since then.
Times have changed.
Yeah,
right, so
almost
that's a big
$1,000 for the two of us in the nosebleed.
How long was the entire event? Because we know for a fact that that's an all-day thing, isn't it? Or it seems like it.
Well, yeah, so they do pre-show stuff all day long, and it's 2 days now. It's Saturday and Sunday. We just went on Sunday, the second day. The actual show itself, probably 4 hours.
Okay. All right, so not as long as I thought. Because I'm telling you, I've been to Monday Night Raw that was that long. Well, I was also there early for the taping. But that was a different wrestling organization.
Sure.
They tape earlier, then they they say it's live, but
it's like all the stuff in the fights that happen in the locker room.
They do all the setups, all that stuff as far as, people setting up the fights, somebody getting a fight outside with a limo pulls up. Right. Next thing you know, they got a can over their head. When it comes to blowing money, what was worth it, what was not? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Mike. Welcome to the men's room.
Hi. How's it going?
Hola.
Well, I just got to say, you guys are all amateurs. You can have your knives and your shaving cream.
Yes.
I've spent since 2018, I've spent over $100,000 on drag racing.
Are you driving the car?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. Well, that helps, man.
Yeah.
Look, I don't know that I have $100,000 to spend.
Isn't the idea to get sponsorships? Isn't that why you have stickers all over that crap? I mean, isn't someone else supposed to pay for that?
Well, it'd be nice.
How's the thumb?
The thumb?
Aren't you the guy that called us and got in that horrible wreck down here?
No, that's not me.
Okay.
Oh, I see. Oh, yeah. You're talking about the dragster guy that crashed. Yeah, no.
Yeah,
no, that's not me.
So what's the most expensive?
And I'll tell you, he spends a whole lot more than I do.
Is it
probably because he hasn't put his car back together?
Now, do you put that thing on a trailer and haul it down the road, or you take it apart? How do you get it from place to place?
Oh, yeah. So I bought the car used for $25,000. I spent a year overhauling it completely.
So it's a Toyota Corolla, basically. It's the same price.
How much did that cost you to redo it?
I probably got. I paid $25 for the car. Got about another $25 in overhauling it. I ran it. Then COVID hit, and so I didn't get to run it. Finally, at the end of that summer, we did get to run it a few times. The fourth time I took it out, the transmission broke. That was $6,500 to replace that. I had to buy a new truck. Had to buy a bigger trailer. 2 years ago, I had the engine overhauled. That was $11,000. New tire. I just put a new set of tires on it here at the end of the season. That's $1,000 just for rear tires.
How much? So on an average year, right? Just the general maintenance, transportation, and all that. How much money on average are you spending?
For every race, probably around $500 to $800, just in diesel fuel and I got a couple guys that help me at the track and pay their way in and everything. Just changing the oil is $100.
Are you in a relationship?
No.
Okay. That's always my question. Like when it's your hobby and it is your passion, but it costs that much money, because there's no way to do it for cheap, right? I mean, it's impossible.
No. Well, not at the level I'm at. I mean, if you want to run your street car, you can go out and do that for pretty reasonable. But this car's 1,000 horsepower. It's quickest it's gone is in the quarter miles, 811 at 170 miles an hour.
How much fuel? How much fuel do you burn per run?
About a gallon.
That's not bad.
It runs on methanol, which one of my, I do have a sponsor for my methanol, so I get my methanol at half price.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, of course. Everybody has a methanol sponsor, dude.
Yeah, who's your methanol sponsor?
Come on.
Give him a shout, man. Give him a free plug.
Yeah.
So I got your name on the radio for all the people out there looking for methanol.
Yeah, go ahead, plug them.
Well,
Seriously.
If you need it, go up to Speed Mart in Burlington. It's actually a sprint car racing store, but
we know. We already know where it is. For all your sprint car racing needs and methanol.
Yeah.
I hope it helps us, dude.
People are pouring into that store right now, man. You have no idea. They can't even park in the parking lot. I feel like we're trying to throw them a bone, but that's not possible.
So what do you have to do to get sponsored? It is the number of races you win, or how does that work?
Well, it depends. I just race local races. I'm not on the national circuit or anything.
Well, then throw a men's room sticker on your car.
Hey, I'll put a KISW sticker.
There we go.
on
There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
Just don't wreck then.
We can't get you methanol, but
we can get you free sticker. That's right.
There you go. Yeah.
When it comes to blowing money, what was worth it, what was not? 206-803-ROCK.
Is your business ready for what's next? Think about where you want to be in 3 years, 5 years, 10. Growth isn't about numbers. It's having the right specialist by your side. Moss Adams and Baker Tilly have joined forces to create a remarkable new organization. It's one advisory firm with resources, expertise, and vision built specifically to serve the middle market to help you get to what's next. Learn how Baker Tilly can help your business pursue its vision of success. Visit bakertilly.com/combo.
Your cold is coming. Your cold is coming. When you feel a cold coming, shorten it with Zycam, the #1 cold shortening brand.
Oh, no, not before my big trip.
The big trip you've been planning is coming up, and so is your cold. But Zycam can shorten your cold and get you back to planning sooner.
Thanks, Revere.
We really should keep Zycam in the house.
Shorten your cold with Zycam.
Take it from America's most revered messenger. Shorten your cold at the first sign with cold shortening products from Zycam, the #1 cold shortening brand. Available in stores or see where to buy at Zycam.com.
At Homes.com, we do whatever it takes to get you the in-depth info on local schools you won't find anywhere else. Things like student-teacher ratio, test scores, and school programs. And sometimes that requires attending school recitals. So many recitals.
That's my son. Isn't he terrific?
Yeah, a real prodigy. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
You've finally broken loose from work. 3 friends, 1 tea time, and then the text. Honey, there's water in the basement. Not exactly how you pictured your Saturday. That's when you call us, Cincinnati Insurance. We always answer the call, because real protection means showing up, even when things are in the rough. Cincinnati Insurance. Let us make your bad day better. Find an agent at CINFIN.com.
You're tuned into Auto Intelligence, live from Auto Trader, where data, tools, and your preferences sync to make your car shopping smooth.
They're searching inventory.
Oh, yeah.
They find what you need.
They're gonna find it.
You can make a budget for your wallet to help you succeed. Pricing's precise and true.
So true.
It's smarter car shopping.
Ooh.
Just for you.
Oh, it's just for you. Find your next ride at autotrader.com. Powered by Auto Intelligence.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. What if comparing car insurance rates was as easy as putting on your favorite podcast? With Progressive, it is. Just visit the Progressive website to quote with all the coverages you want. You'll see Progressive's direct rate, then their tool will provide options from other companies so you can compare. All you need to do is choose the rate and coverage you like. Quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Coming at you live from Auto Trader, here's New Car Energy.
They're searching inventory. You can make a budget for your wallet to help you succeed. It's smarter car shopping just for
Find
you.
your next ride at autotrader.com, powered by Auto Intelligence.
With a detailed agent directory you won't find anywhere else, Homes.com is the only place to find the in-depth info home shoppers want. Very in-depth info. Looking for a listing agent's contact info? We've got it. The agent with the most sales in your price range? Easy. Specialized agents with all the up-to-date info on your dream neighborhood? We'll know them. A Pisces who enjoys long walks on the beach? You've got other sites for that. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
99.9 KISW. The shenanigans continue. This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill.
Someone on the old internet's asked, what is the most expensive thing you've seen someone buy that they basically never use?
All right.
Couple responses. A motorhome, RV, or camper.
I would definitely use that if I bought it.
How many times a year do you believe that people who have one actually get a chance to use it, except for like maybe getting into a fight with their wife and ending up in the driveway for the night?
And maybe that's why you bought it.
Maybe so.
In which case, it gets plenty of use.
Just to get away.
I would hope once a season.
Once a season? Okay, that's fair.
You know, you go on a nice
Fair.
little summer trip, a winter trip,
But how
spring trip.
long? That's the thing. You might use it once a season, but how long? Is it at least a week?
I mean, I know that I got an aunt and uncle that live down in California, and they'll make a trip up here to see family basically once a year.
Okay.
So
I feel like that's something I buy when I retire.
Yeah.
When I have nothing but time on my hands.
Well,
right?
those
Just go over the hell you
those
want.
Sprinter vans, just the vans alone, if you get those all done up, they can be as much as $250,000.
Yes, they can.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I don't know what an RV costs or what it costs
No
to
idea.
pull one, but you got to have the truck to do that too.
Yep.
So you have to have
Well,
a
an
truck.
RV drives itself. That's different, right?
And if you have like a camper, one of the big ones, like a Montana, whatever,
Right.
you have to have a truck that's going to be big enough to be able to haul that.
I still like the guys that just put the camper on the bed of their pickup. I'm like, my man.
Well done. Yeah,
9 times out of 10, they also seem to live in there.
The old man did get a Sprinter van that he'll use because he's got his stepson and his family live over in like the Spokane area, more towards Post Falls, Idaho, and so they'll take it out there a couple times. They've driven it up to my sister's house up in Linwood, so
they spend the night in it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Fair
so
enough.
he's getting some work out
My
of it.
buddy just
driving
bought
down a
a,
convention down in like Olympia.
My buddy just bought a Sprinter van within the last 2 weeks. The reason why, he has 4 kids.
Okay.
There
I was
it
going to
is.
say, I think the whole thing with the RV is you just got to, from what I can tell from my friends that have them that have families,
Yeah.
you got to get those kids used to like camping and using that thing early.
Okay.
Right, because then by the time they're like Thrill's kids' age,
That
they'll
would be a nightmare.
Right, but if they had already liked it, they'd still like it.
Still like it. I'm not trying to introduce that to them, man.
Someone said a pricey accessory, like a very nice perch or what they call a blingy watch. One of those things. But you know what? I think those things are also lifer things. I mean,
I know a couple people that wear the blingy watches. Your buddy being one of them, Ted, but they wear them.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
correct.
They
watch
use
people,
them.
watch people or watch people.
I've
For
wanted
sure.
to be able to buy a Rolex at one point in my life. Like that is a goal of mine.
What is the average cost? Like, what would be the lowest
The
cost?
cheap
of a
ones that I saw were somewhere around like 14 grand.
14 grand
Oh,
for a
no,
cheap
no.
one? No, you can buy a Submariner for like 6,000.
Okay.
I think you get a Submariner for $2,500, $3,000.
Is that a Rolex?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
A smart fridge with a giant touchscreen.
Oh, God, it's the last thing I
Whatever
want.
you do not buy that.
No.
Couple of
Something will
reasons.
go wrong with it. The computer will go wrong with it. I had it happen to me.
Have
The
you
whole
s-
motherboard had to be thrown out.
Have you seen the newest thing with fridge technology?
No.
My buddy has. I just saw it this weekend. So, like, the freezer's below.
Yeah.
2 doors, and you open it, and the water spouts inside.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I never seen it. Blew my mind.
I have the indoor spout as well.
Oh, damn.
I refuse to get the smart fridge. I'm like, look, just give me a dumb fridge because the only thing it knows how to do is the one job I ask it to do, which is
Correct.
keep my ass cold, right? And then they were saying, I believe Samsung, I think you saw this too last week, Ted. They're saying if you have the smart Samsung refrigerator with the screen, they're going to start sending you ads.
Yep. Yep.
Like, come on.
Someone says this. My uncle is not a handyman. He doesn't even do projects. And yet, he has a large room full of expensive tools, all neatly arranged and organized. He collects tools.
All right.
Just likes to look at them, I guess.
A boat, we all know that. They can be expensive, but if you use them and you enjoy that lifestyle. An education. Having to pay tuition doesn't mean you're going to get anything out of it.
So bad.
You have to actively engage with the learning process. The diploma itself only goes so far. Another person said a horse, spend money on gaming systems.
Who buys a horse that that doesn't have the intent to, I don't know, interacting with or whatever it is you do when you want a horse. I don't know what I'd do if I have a horse. I don't ride horses, so that's not going to be it. Right?
I mean, like our old buddy, he has horses now, but they're race horses, and
I get that. Right?
I firmly believe he is a multimillionaire.
He's investing in the sport.
He is too. Yeah.
Right? Sure.
Yeah, I met this
when
dude
you have when you have enough money like he does now, you could pick up hobbies like that.
I met him when he was 16, and he was smarter than me then.
Our question when it comes to blowing money, what was worth it, what was not? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Joe. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
There we go. Hey, how's it going, guys?
Doing well, sir.
All right. So the thing that was worth it, my wife and I, some years back, we took a trip to Europe. We spent 3 days in Rome and 9 days on the Mediterranean, and I tell you, it was worth every penny.
Brother, I did a 7-day cruise on the Mediterranean, no time in Rome. Whatever you spent, it was worth it. I firmly believe that. And I was not, I guess I wasn't looking forward to going, but I'm like, I'm not going to care.
Well,
I cared greatly.
Does it also drive you nuts when you realize how affordable Italy would be to live, as far as if you wanted to move there?
Everywhere outside of the city, yes.
Well, I'll tell you the biggest thing I learned over there is when they say you're at a nude beach, that just means topless. That doesn't mean nude.
Let's keep your pants on.
Informed quickly. No, I took my pants off, and I was told to put them back on.
You're kidding me.
No, I'm not kidding you. I wouldn't make that up.
Well, they say, get your cannoli back in your pants?
Yeah, I mean, well, if they say nude.
I said, you say it's a nude beach. They go, no, what you want is a nudist beach. And I'm like, yeah. So anyway, so that was the coolest thing to spend money on. The worst thing, and this one's on my wife, she got this bug up her butt to make her own flour. So she bought a $400 mill so she could grind up stuff to make her own flour to make bread. You know how long she made bread?
2 days. Months. 2 months? How was the bread?
Oh, it was good, but $400 for a mill that now sits on a shelf, been sitting there for at least 10 years or more.
Okay.
I'm just curious, what is the hair one gets up one's ass to say, you know what? I want to make my own flour.
Hold on. Well, even more. That KitchenAid mixer, okay? I gave it to my daughter because she bakes.
Yeah.
That makes sense for a baker.
Sure.
But I had one.
We got one of those.
Yeah, well, I had one for a couple months. I got it as a wedding gift for my stepfather. He bakes all the time. When you look at the process that it takes to bake and the time that it takes to kind of do everything, if you're proofing, if you're cold storage, or whatever you're doing, there's a lot amount of time involved. And look, I'm not going to make a loaf as good as Essential Baking Company, who will charge me $4 or $5 for a loaf of bread. But the time it takes, even with just King Arthur flour or whatever I'm using, it's just the time based on the return that you are going to get for your time.
For all of my effort, I got bread.
It's a full day process. I spend 7 hours, and I got a $4 loaf of bread, maybe 2 of them.
Right.
So in all day, I got $8 worth of bread here, and it's not as good again as Essential Baking.
Well, my wife is all about trying to figure out how to do things on our own if society goes sideways. And at one point, we even
have bread.
We were raising our own roaster chickens. That you raise them for 3 months and then slaughter them.
Okay.
And we did that a few times, and it's the process of somebody's got to kill it, somebody's got to pluck it, and then somebody's got to quarter it.
Where were you in this process?
Eating it.
I was the cleaning. I was the plucking them.
Okay.
You can hire me. I'll come by and get rid of it for you.
Yeah, tell to kill the chicken.
So let me ask you, was it better than a chicken that you could get, like a already done rotisserie chicken at Costco? You pick one up, what is that, $8, $9, Ted? For a chicken?
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you something about the Costco rotisserie chicken. It's injected with a lot of salt water.
Well, that keeps it moist.
Yeah, I'm all right with that.
Yeah. That's why people do that to a turkey.
It used to be. It's not as good as it used to be, guys.
All right.
I mean, he's kind of right. I don't know how to explain it. Like the chicken I was helping out with, right? Like my buddy, they have kind of like a little setup homestead on their property.
Yeah.
But her parents had cattle for a year. You have these beef sticks from their cows.
Oh,
they're unbelievable.
You talking about jerky?
No, like a pepperoni stick.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But there's different flavors, and they come from those actual cows. It just tastes better.
Okay.
Did they have a name? Like, this is from Jeff?
I think they name them.
Because I name them like, these are the Jeff stick variety. This is Veronica over here, just so you know which cow you're eating.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I met Joey and hung out with him before I took care of him.
And then you killed him. Right.
A couple other things that people say is worth the money. A good couch.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have an okay couch. So I could agree that this would be something that I would probably enjoy if I had it.
But also, look, couches are super expensive, so you're probably going to be older where you're going to have a little more money. But also, the older you get, the more you appreciate a couch that you can just physically get out of.
Here's one, Steve, that you can relate to, and me as well. High-quality windows on your home. If you're a homeowner, especially if you live in a colder climate, nicer windows will be able to retain heat better and save you tons of money in your heating bill.
Might I recommend Window Nation? And I'm not even kidding. That's actually who I used. And they did a great job, but it made a massive you don't realize how crappy your windows are until you actually get new windows.
This person says a good rice maker. Now, me living by myself, I just like the 90-second bags of rice.
Yep.
I'm fine with that.
I did it 2 nights ago. My wife's like, I'm going to make rice. I said, okay. And then she tossed me 2 bags and said, can you go in the basement and do this? I'm like, perfect.
Yeah.
No problem.
If I had a large family and I was making a big rice dinner all the time, that would make sense.
Or if you eat a lot of rice. Like I have a buddy whose diet mostly is fish and rice.
Okay.
So for him and his family, it's great.
Is he skinny because of that?
Yeah. He's
okay.
a thin dude.
He's fit. All right. Gym membership. Legos, specifically the Millennium Falcon. Spent way too much money on hobbies.
Can you spend too much money on hobbies? Because to me, a hobby is very cathartic, right? You take someone who collects stamps. It's not like they're going to mail letters with them. You literally just own the stamp, but it brings them some measure of joy. And it's not like that is cheap. People that collect coins, they're not going to then go to Coinstar or Vegas. It's like, it does bring you joy. I don't think you can overspend on a hobby.
Someone else says bikes. You don't need to go all the way to the top, but spending an extra money for a decent one from a bike shop is night and day over a big box store bike. And finally on this list, tailored clothes. I'm 5'1", nothing ever fits right off the rack, so it's worth it to feel and look good in outfits.
Yeah.
My question when it comes to blowing money, what was worth it, what was not? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Judas. Welcome to the men's room.
Buenas tardes, señores.
Hola.
So, my story is short and quick. I have a big Lego hobby addiction.
All right. How much money do you think you've invested in your big Lego hobby addiction?
Well, based on just what I spent on the last 5 weeks, like just on the last 5 weeks, I spent almost $2,000.
Did you buy the Death Star?
No. I have that's the thing. I have a limit on how much I'm going to pay for a set.
Okay.
So for those $2,000 that I almost spent in almost $2,000, it was 6 sets what I bought.
What did you get?
I got the Shadow Box Batcave from the Batman 1986 movie.
Okay, all right.
That it was retired, but I managed to find one. I got the Disney Castle, the Disneyland Castle.
Cinderella's Castle.
Disneyland Castle. I got the Nintendo Entertainment System.
I remember seeing pictures of that. That's kind of cool.
Does it work?
No, it don't.
Okay, all right.
It looks like it works, but no, because it has in the back, after you put it together, in the back it has like a knob that when you turn, there's like a fake screen that you build with Lego.
Okay, well, let me ask you this.
Jumping.
The Batman one that you bought, it's retired. Is that better to keep that stuff in a box and not open it? Or is it okay if you put it together and then put it back in the box?
It's depending. Depending if you are planning to sell it, then keep it in the box. Me, I don't plan to sell it. I always tell the only way my wife let me spend all this crazy money on Lego is because I always tell her that it's like a long-term investment.
And she believes
you. Knows, nope, because every time that I mention that, she's like, you will never sell any of your stuff. I'm like, yeah, I know. Because right now I have 220 sets of Lego.
What is your prized possession? Like, of all of those, what is the one that would be the most difficult to part with?
The Santiago Bernabeu, the Real Madrid Stadium, Santiago Bernabeu.
Okay. How long? Okay, now which one took you the longest amount of time to put together?
That one. It was 5,200 pieces.
Whoa.
And it took me, I did it in separate times, but I count the time, and it was 18 hours.
So have you ever just been one piece short and you had to go back and take the entire portion apart to put that piece back in?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is my daughter really got into Legos when she was younger. And she would do anywhere from like 500 to 1,000 pieces, right? She's like 7, 8 years old, but it kept her very occupied. It's good for her brain, blah, blah, blah. But inevitably, and look, I'm just not a Legos fan. I don't like putting crap together. I guess that's the long and short of it. But inevitably, she would ask me, like, why does this seem wrong? And then I'd have to reverse engineer and start on the last page.
Okay.
And you go back, and it's always like right in the middle. Pull this thing apart, put this one freaking piece in. I don't know why it drove me crazy. It took maybe 20 minutes, but it annoyed the living hell out of me every time.
Where do you
shock me?
Yeah, where do you keep all the where do you keep all your Legos? Do you have a room for them? Do you have a shelf?
No, so that's the thing. Is my wife, my kid, and me, right? We live in the 2-bedroom apartment that is quite big. So from the 220 sets that I have, I just built 60. The rest, I'm renting a storage unit, and I have like exactly the words of my wife. I buy boxes to put boxes inside boxes.
So you have a storage unit. How much? Okay, I gotta ask. How much do you spend a month on that? $75, $100?
$100.
$100 a month just to be able to store your stuff, and hopefully you can put extra stuff in there too. Or is it a room filled with Legos?
No, we have all the Christmas decorations there,
Okay.
and then the winter clothes. When it's winter, when it's summer, we put the winter clothes there. When it's winter,
Gotcha.
We put the
Okay, so you get
What
a little bit more use than
but
just
yeah.
Legos. All right.
What other stadiums have you built? If you have the Real Madrid stadium,
Ted just pulled up a picture of it. That looks pretty sick, to be honest with you.
That's the only one. That's the only stadium because I'm a Real Madrid fan.
Okay,
All
that
right.
makes sense. That makes sense.
And your wife has no problem with you spending the money on this stuff.
He didn't say that.
She already had. She don't know about the almost $2,000 that I just spent in 5 weeks. Because she said, we set a budget that it was like no more than $400 a month.
Okay.
But those ones, I put it in my other credit card that she don't see the statements.
Yeah, we understand how it works. Hey, let me ask you this. When she gives you a budget, right, does that include sales tax?
No, that
Okay.
doesn't include sales tax.
All right, good. Excellent.
And then, and the good thing about that is my kid is 9-year-old, so he's into the Legos too. So the way I play it is bonding time with my kid.
Okay, and you can't put a price on that. That's what you tell your wife. Hey, it's
Come on,
worth
Mom.
every dime.
Exactly. I always tell her, I'm like, what do you rather have me do? Be drinking, it's better to spend the money on Legos than drugs or alcohol. I'm like, that's it.
If you didn't have kids, would you spend the money on drugs and alcohol?
Probably alcohol.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
I like that. Just like, honey, look, you have two choices here. I can go out with the boys and get hammered,
right?
Or I can play with our son.
Or I can
Yeah, man. Well, it's back to what you were saying about like you can easily drop $100 in a bar. Would you like, I'm not putting $100 in for this jacket or whatever the hell?
Correct. You would never right. It's hard to buy a $150 zip-up hoodie, and then you go to a bar with a buddy, watch a bunch of college football, and spend $100.
Next thing you know,
Yeah, seriously, that's how my wife and I.
and forget the code on the back.
We
of
will
the chair.
justify the cost of so many things. Like, we're kind of hemming and hawing. I'm like, if we went out to dinner, say it's our anniversary, would we spend this much? If the answer is yes, let's just pull the trigger. If the answer is no, then it's different. Then other times I'm like, well, say we're not anniversary dinner, it's just my bar tab. I know we would spend that much, just buy it.
Man, you bring up the jacket. When the wife and I went down to Vegas last year for our birthdays, we got stuck there an extra day, and so we started walking around the shopping mall inside of Caesar's Palace, and walking by the Ralph Lauren store. I was like, let's go in and see how the rich people live. Let's just go in there for a quick second and look. I went in there. I took one look at like a blouse that was in there because I thought that my wife would like it. I took a look. It's like $1,200. I was like, and I'm out. No, but unfortunately, I'd opened the can of worms, and so now they're just shopping, right? So while they're going, I decided to go to the back to the men's stuff to just take a gander back there. And I look and I see that there's leather jackets back there, and I've always liked leather jackets. And so I go back there and I take a gander and I see one that looks good to me. And I look at it, and it's like $800. I'm like, that's not the worst. Certainly not if there's a blouse up there for like $1,200. Like $800 is not bad. So I put the thing on, and I'm looking at it, and I'm looking at it. Then all of a sudden, I hear whispers over by the doggone counter. Oh, I think he likes it. He's finally excited about something. You should get that, Mike. You should get it. I was like, I'm not going to spend $800 on a jacket. It's your birthday, too. We'll all work together. We're all going to buy it. And they just bought me this $800
So did you ever wear it?
Oh, yeah.
I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah, I've worn it to work several
It's
times.
super nice. Because I was like, God damn, Mike, that's a really nice jacket. He's like, told me the story. I was like, all right.
Yeah.
The most expensive jacket I own was also in Vegas.
I remember this trip.
And I had
You almost got me to buy one.
I did. The nice thing is Robin was with us, right?
Yes.
So I call my wife and I say, look, man, this is where I'm at. This is what I'm looking to spend, and I'd really like to get this thing. And she's like, are you out of your effing mind? I said, look, I'm in Vegas, so you know I'm not blowing my money gambling. That's just not my deal, right? But I'm digging this jacket. So she's like, I don't know. So I said, hang on. I'm like, hey, Robin, talk to my wife. It helps when it's woman to woman.
Sure.
So I can hear Robin going, no, he looks really good in it. It's blah, 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 blah. So she gave me the go-ahead, and I'm like, all right.
All right.
Because I was going to do it anyway, but this way, you're just not pissed and shot.
And you still wear that jacket to this day.
Absolutely. It's my favorite jacket that I own, man.
It hangs well on you, dude.
It's one of those things you get what you pay for, and I did not know that. You know what I mean? I didn't really understand that concept, especially with clothes. My clothes are clothes, right? And you put this thing on, and I'm like, is this cow still mooing?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, oh my God.
I would say,
this is ridiculous.
on the other end, like my buddy's father-in-law, right? Like you would never know, but he's done very well in life.
Yeah.
So we're in Austin on South Congress, right? In those stores. And I see this vest. It looks awesome. I put it on.
Like a country and western vest?
Oh, yeah. And he goes, that's you. Buy it. And he walks away, and I look at the tag, and I almost vomited. It's like $700.
Ooh, get this damn thing
I was
out,
just
man.
like, not.
Yeah.
And then like
I mean-
a day later, I saw some famous country artist, and he was wearing it, and I was like, see?
He could do it.
Right, and that's the only way you would ever know this family has a little bit of money is they just, like a $700
See,
vest.
you get it.
It's nothing. Right, for me, I'm like, there's no chance.
That is something.
That costs more than the flight I took down here.
Damn.
But you could have had it for Austin, couldn't you?
It's going to be 90.
Oh, okay.
Look,
you
know
can
what?
wear it without a shirt underneath.
Well, sure. Hardy can afford that. I can't.
When it comes to blowing money, what was worth it, what was not? 206-803-ROCK.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. What if comparing car insurance rates was as easy as putting on your favorite podcast? With Progressive, it is. Just visit the Progressive website to quote with all the coverages you want. You'll see Progressive's direct rate, then their tool will provide options from other companies so you can compare. All you need to do is choose the rate and coverage you like. Quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
You're tuned into Auto Intelligence, live from Auto Trader, where data, tools, and your preferences sync to make your car shopping smooth.
They're searching inventory.
Oh, yeah.
They find what you need.
They're gonna find
You
it.
can make a budget for your wallet to help you succeed. Pricing's precise and true.
So true.
It's smarter car shopping.
Ooh.
Just for you.
Oh, it's just for you. Find your next ride at Autotrader.com. Powered by Auto Intelligence.
With a detailed agent directory you won't find anywhere else, Homes.com is the only place to find the in-depth info home shoppers want. Very in-depth info. Looking for a listing agent's contact info? We've got it. The agent with the most sales in your price range? Easy. Specialized agents with all the up-to-date info on your dream neighborhood? We'll know them. A Pisces who enjoys long walks on the beach? You've got other sites for that. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
Your cold is coming. Your cold is coming. When you feel a cold coming, shorten it with Zycam, the #1 cold shortening brand.
Oh, no, not before my big trip.
The big trip you've been planning is coming up, and so is your cold. But Zycam can shorten your cold and get you back to planning sooner.
Thanks, Revere.
We really should keep Zycam in the house.
Shorten your cold with Zycam.
Take it from America's most revered messenger. Shorten your cold at the first sign with cold shortening products from Zycam, the #1 cold shortening brand. Available in stores or see where to buy at Zycam.com.
If you're an experienced pet owner, you already know that having a pet is 25% belly rubs, 25% yelling, drop it, and 50% groaning at the bill from every pet visit. Which is why Lemonade Pet Insurance is tailor-made for your pet and can save you up to 90% on vet bills. It can help cover checkups, emergencies, diagnostics, basically all the stuff that makes your bank account get nervous. Claims are filed super easily through the Lemonade app and half get settled instantly. Get a quote at lemonade.com/pet and they'll help cover the vet bill for whatever your pet swallowed after you yelled, drop it.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Pinky's Plumbing Studio, you're in the men's room. Text the guys at 206-803-ROCK.
Game 3 of the ALCS tomorrow here in Seattle. Coming up, we got 10 bands from the Great White North.
Yeah.
Give you a little Canadian education.
Canadian education.
Coming up as we'll sit and spin with Taryn Daly and Steve Mix with me, Daily Mix Morning Show at 4:30. In the meantime, our question, when it comes to blowing money, what was worth it, what was not? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Eddie. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
Yeah, I spent $9,000 on the air rifle.
$9,000 on what makes this air rifle worth $9,000?
It's competition air rifle. It's a 30 cal, but I can change calibers. But there's competitions all over the world, and there's guys when they retire, they'll go spend a bunch of money on an air rifle, and they'll go into competitions. And some of these guys are everybody's supporting them, SIG, you name it, and the biggest competition in the country is Utah Air Guns, and if you had 4 days and you could win and you entered all the contests, you could go home with a couple $100,000 after that 4 days.
What is the difference between an air rifle and normal shooting? So, like Olympic style shooting is what riflery.
Right.
What is the difference between an air rifle?
This is 7.62 caliber. Most of the shots I'm doing are 100 yards, but you can get out to 700-800 yards with one of these. It'll outshoot an AR-15. That was the first one I got. I got the thermal and all the scopes and everything with it. Second one I bought was a full automatic, which is nasty. It breaks through concrete walls like they're not there.
Jesus.
But I've ever since it's been like not quite 6 years, and I've been purchasing at least 1 to 2 every year, and now I got a 50, and I'm like having fun with it. It's a pistol, but I'm having fun with it.
Do you enter any of the competitions?
I think I'm good enough to get into the bench rest, but the speed competition, I don't think I'm fast enough yet. Let me call it, they got another one. Field target, I don't know if I want to, because you got to be up and down and on your knees a lot. My knees don't like it no more.
Okay, that is fair.
Is there a difference between air rifles and airsoft rifles?
Oh, yeah. Air rifles, you're shooting different caliber. Well, in some of the competitions, you're only allowed to shoot pellets, like 40, 50 grains, 60 grains.
Sure.
But when you get into slugs, you're shooting long distance. And there's guys out there, you're running against some of the best marksmen in the world out of the firearms industry and out of the air gun industry. So it's pretty good. I'm looking at my next one's probably going to be a hammer, because these guys are up in Canada taking bear with these things.
Jesus.
Oh, mercy. Okay.
And it still I'm just confused. It shoots a live round?
It's shooting BBs, I believe.
No, it's shooting. You start off with pellets, or you can go slugs, depending on the competition.
Gotcha.
If you did big bore, you're shooting from a field up the side of a mountain at steel targets. So basically, bench rest pays the most right off the bat. If you took bench rest, you're going to walk away with $25,000-$30,000.
So are you going to enter a competition? Are you just going to suck it up and do it? Yes. Yeah. When do you plan on doing this?
I'm planning on doing this within the next year, because it takes a lot of practice to get there. And
well, sure.
Get everything tuned. See, the deal is between the difference between the air rifle and the firearm. The air rifle's moving slower, but you can put, when you tune it, you can put every round in the same hole at 100 yards. The hole will never get bigger, but you got to be good to do that. Well, I'm that good. But, you get, 25 shots? In that particular contest, you're going up against rows of people that by the time they finish, you're a couple hours in, 2-3 hours in. On the last night, there's a big meeting, and they hand out the checks and everybody announce the winners. But I'm going to tell you what, there's nothing like just getting out there and shooting and plinking. If you want to clear your mind to get all the crap off your mind, just start shooting at targets.
Okay, yeah. Makes sense.
I don't think you're alone.
Where do you live?
I'm in Bremerton.
Bremerton.
What do you think? Say downtown Seattle.
Yeah, right.
I'm just assuming wherever he lives, it's not a huge raccoon problem.
Well, also, you can't do indoor target practice. Not at 100 yards. You have a 100-yard target practice indoor somewhere?
Well, I got a 100-yard range out here where I'm at, but you can do indoor. A lot of guys, they're running 25 calibers, 22 calibers. We got one guy that comes over from South Africa, Matt Dever. He shoots monkeys over in South Africa.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, that's why I went.
Yeah. He's having fun.
What do you do? Shoot monkeys?
It's
of course you do.
man.
Shoot monkeys.
You know, moving targets.
When it comes to blowing money, what was worth it, what was not? 206-803-ROCK. He's the biggest monkey killer in all of South Africa.
He's got two passions, rugby and
killing monkeys.
Shoot monkeys.
That's right.
My later high school years and a couple years afterwards, I didn't get into the air rifles, which is clearly a lot more intense than this. But my cousin and I, we did the airsoft rifles, which is just these plastic BBs is what you were firing, and you can buy like a small kit for fairly inexpensive. That it's you pull it once and it loads up a spring and it fires these little BBs, or you could do what we eventually did and upgrade to. They look like real rifles. They look like real firearms. They are battery powered. They're high speed. Now it's still plastic BBs. They're going to hurt like hell. Yeah, but you're still going to be okay unless you hit something very, very sensitive.
Correct, because there's like tournaments and stuff with like almost like paintball that's just airsoft.
Exactly, and like we were decked out, man. We had full on uniforms. We had tac vests with multiple magazines in the doggone thing.
Oh, I can see your interest when that guy was talking.
Oh, yeah,
Mike's brain is turning.
We had freaking grenades, and what was really cool is that we drove down to California because they had several different facilities that you could go to. At first he had a wooded area that he lived up in, so that we just played with all of his friends up there. But we drove down to California, and they had these buildings that you could actually go into. There's actually these facilities that you could go to, and they have built different kind of scenarios where honestly you could almost act like a SWAT team one against the other.
It's like indoor paintball,
yeah, exactly.
Like
and it was fun. I remember there was one game where they basically had two targets in this room that you needed to destroy, and so you needed to find a way in there. And once you get hit, you're out, sort of a thing, right? It's not like you spawn again when you have to go back to your line. Like when you're out, you're out. And so we found ways to get in there. And basically, my cousin led a team, I led a team. We both had walkie-talkies talking to each other. We were on both sides of this doggone door. We hit the signal, threw a pair of grenades in there, heard both explosions that just fired off a crap ton of BBs, just breached the place, and then knocked the two targets down. It was so nerdy, so damn geeky, but doggone it, I had fun. That was one of the coolest things I'd ever done.
Yeah, that's a good adrenaline rush, man.
It was, dude. It was so cool.
When it comes to blowing money, what was worth it, what was not? 206-803-ROCK.
I would love to throw any type of grenade.
Hell yeah, man.
And then kick in a door.
How many different types of grenades are there? You got flash grenade, you got the hand grenade, you got your BB grenade.
Well, and even there, you got a BB grenade, and then you've also got the stun grenade, if you will, which is basically, it fills with gas and it's plastic. Right. So eventually it just fills up big enough until it pops. Okay. And then it just basically freaks everybody out. And then you just go in.
Well, there's like smoke grenades.
Yeah, yep.
There's a bunch of them.
Pop and smoke.
We need to get you some grenades, Ted. Mm-hmm.
That seems safe.
I think it's the safest thing I've ever thought of in my life.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't know. It just sounds like Mike's describing that. Like, I want to do that now.
It sounds fun. It might be nerdy, but it's fun.
Yeah. It was
anything that's nerdy with an adrenaline rush gets to drop the nerd thing.
Yeah.
Right? Because when they're talking about like D&D or magic, it's like, I get it. You enjoy it, but it's not. It's a different adrenaline rush.
Right.
When you're physically doing stuff, you're like, I know it's nerdy, but it's awesome.
Yeah, it's like Ding Dong Ditch.
Exactly. There's an adrenaline
it's
rush,
stupid.
man.
You're just your heart's beating. You're like, oh my God.
Right,
they're going to know I rang their doorbell.
All right, we're going to breach on 3.
I know.
When it comes to blowing money, what was worth it, what was not? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Lee. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, guys.
Hola.
Last year of high school, 86, I got into an accident, and 2 weeks afterwards, I get handed 30 grand from a settlement.
All right.
So I was into music big time. Me and my buddies were going to start a band, so I went into this store in Tumwater. I got hair down to my butt. I'm wearing this leather jacket, and I walk in, and I start rattling off this list of stuff I want, and the salesman's looking at me like, okay, sure, whatever, kid. And so he takes the list down, and when he gets done, he goes, will this be cash or check? And so I pulled out this big wad of cash and slapped it on the counter, and I said, cash, sir. Total attitude change.
Oh, of course.
I would do it again.
How was the band? What kind of music did you guys play?
Well, we didn't last very long because other things got involved.
Oh, we know. What
Yeah,
what was the musical equipment you bought? I'm assuming you play guitar.
Yeah, I bought 2 or 3 guitars. I had a PV stack that I put a Marshall head on. I bought my buddy a PV bass stack with I don't remember what bass.
I wish we were buddies. Damn.
Yeah, you know, I wished if I had to redo it, I'd just seen Metal Church a year or two before that downtown Olympia. I had more stuff than they did. What I should have done is invested in them.
How much of your $30,000 did you spend on musical equipment?
Oh, in that one shot, it was $10,000, and then I bought a few more guitars over time.
Okay.
I'm going to say probably close to half, 13 maybe.
Do you still have all the stuff?
No. My sister stole some stuff.
Jeez.
Yeah, she got away with about $5,000 worth of stuff.
Does she have a drug issue?
Is she a musician?
No. She's a paperweight.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say 9 times out of 10 that somebody steals musical equipment, they do not play music. It's just you can get a lot of money.
Unless you're like a teenager.
Then maybe.
Maybe. I'm trying to think. Like, I never knew anybody with nice band equipment, but
especially as a
I feel
teenager.
like 12 or 13, I've seen some nice aluminum bats, so I was like, I don't know. Should we steal it?
Yeah.
I've stolen a lot of stuff. I never stole any musical equipment. And look, you're tempted because you play with these bands that are doing better than you. And it's like, we play the same instrument, but I'm looking at, like he said, the head and the stack you have, and it's, just thousands of dollars more than anything I could afford, but you don't.
I'm guilty of stealing their product. That's about it.
What do you mean?
I used to see CDs.
Oh, yeah.
So when they're done,
Yeah.
I'll take the bread they make,
sure,
so to speak. I'll eat that.
Yeah, that I'm cool with.
When it comes to blowing money, what was worth it, what was not? 206-803-ROCK.
I stole some CDs once from a party.
Yeah, I don't know anyone.
We were at a house party, and this idiot was just pouring like liquids off his deck, and it got all over like me and my buddies, and we were just like,
all right, payback.
Yes,
steal his crap. I have been there before. Yes.
Yeah.
Hello, Scott. Welcome to the men's room.
Welcome, long-time listener, greatest fan ever, and I've got a story for you guys.
Awesome. Well, thank you, brother.
Wow. All right.
My wife killed me over the fact that I spent $2,000 to go to Metallica last year for my daughter's 21st birthday.
See, that you got great cover right there. You just like, hey, it's our kid's 21st birthday.
Is this the mother of your child?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, that's all right.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a real story. She was 16 5 years ago before that, and Metallica with COVID canceled all their tours, of course, right? So we're sitting there going, okay, now what am I going to do? Because I promised her on her 16th birthday to take her to Metallica. So here I go, canceled all the shows. 5 years later, here we are. Now I get to go take her to the show, right? And my wife's going, okay, so how much did it cost for the tickets? Well, I wasn't going to tell her the truth because I'm not telling her the truth. I'm telling her right now, I'm not telling her the truth. And she might be listening right now, and if she is, well, she now knows the truth. But that was $2,000 freaking dollars for 4 tickets, $500 a piece. But we were on the 45-yard line, sitting right there, 11 rows up, for my daughter's 21st birthday now at this point, because her birthday's September 11th or 12th, and Metallica's tour last year was August 31st, and that second show was September 1st.
Did you say your daughter's birthday was December the 12th?
September.
Oh, September the 12th. Where was the show? Are you talking about the one here in Seattle?
Yes,
Lumen.
sir.
Okay.
That was a
Yeah.
great show.
Yeah.
Now, I'm curious to know, how much did you tell your wife you spent?
Oh, like $500.
Total.
Yeah.
So who else went besides you and your daughter?
Well, my son, when he was 16, I took him to Death Magnetic Tour with Metallica back in that time, back in like 2006, right? 7, somewhere in there. And so I took him to that because that was his favorite band as well back when he was 16 years old. So now I've got another daughter who's 10 years older than he is, or younger than he is, and she's like, Dad, we got to go to Metallica on her 16th birthday. So I was all in on it, right? No problem. We're going to take you there. Love Metallica. I've seen Metallica so many times. I'm actually 57 years old. I saw him back with Master of Puppets And I was like 17 years old at that time. So, yeah, we're taking my daughter to Metallica. I took my son and my wife to Metallica right there on the 45-yard line.
Your wife just doesn't know how much money you spent on the tickets. That's
yeah, and you lied and got away with it, so that's good. But see, man, at least...
I know, for almost a year now.
Unless she listens today.
Yes.
But, look, here's at least your kids like the music you like. I mean, there's some things that me and the kids like, right? But for the most part, especially with my daughter, it's like, no. So she has seen the big three, as I call it: Billie Eilish, Taylor Swift, and who was Lady Gaga. All right, now.
Oh, wow. That's really cool.
Right, I mean, that's who she likes. I get it. She's a almost 15-year-old girl. It's right in her wheelhouse. But it cost a fortune, and I'm not going, right? Because that's the thing. I'm like, look, I'll get you the ticket, but you're going with Mom, dude, because there's a better chance she likes it than me. And everyone said they put on great shows. I believe they put on good shows. They're professional entertainers. That's their goddamn job. My issue is I don't particularly enjoy their music.
Not enough to justify the cost of you going.
Yeah, so I end up spending what this guy's spending, and I'm like, I'm just home alone with my kid, like drinking a whiskey or something, and I just spent a ton of money for something I have nothing to do with.
When it comes to blowing money, what was worth it, what was not? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Chris. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
Yeah, how you guys doing today?
Doing great, man.
So I've actually got two things. I was telling Mike, my first one, which is closest to my heart, I had a 65 Mustang that I spent $5,000 just for the car. Tore down the engine, put two engines in it, new transmission, new rear end. By the time all said and done, before I sold it to my son, about 50, maybe a little less than 50,000, considering we had to put two engines in it. We did all the work. Me and my uncle did all the work by hand, boring it out.
But what did you sell it to your son for? Because you dropped $5 on it, you put another 50. What did he?
I sold it to him for $1.
For $1?
Yes. I didn't want him to have to pay. It was our project car, and I wanted to put it in his name.
Okay, so legally, hey man, just give me $1.
Tell me he's not 16.
No.
Okay, all right. Oh, thank God.
He's not stupid. He's nice.
Yeah. The second thing, just got back from my honeymoon/birthday celebration. We did a 11-day Mediterranean cruise. Started out in Athens, went through Egypt, Mykonos, Turkey. That was total by the time our onboard checkout was about $6,500.
Okay.
Not the worst.
That's
not the worst.
Look, I did it. And, recommend it to anyone.
For me, it was a bucket list to be able to say, I've actually got to see the pyramids up close. I got to see the Sphinx. I got to go to Athens.
Yeah, man, all of that, to me, all of that justifies the cost. It really does.
Taryn Daly, Steve Mix from the Daily Mix Morning Show on the way. We'll sit and spin. We got 10 bands from the Great White North there, Hoser. And your emails coming up next from the men's room at KISW.com.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. What if comparing car insurance rates was as easy as putting on your favorite podcast? With Progressive, it is. Just visit the Progressive website to quote with all the coverages you want. You'll see Progressive's direct rate, then their tool will provide options from other companies so you can compare. All you need to do is choose the rate and coverage you like. Quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Coming at you live from Auto Trader, here's New Car Energy.
They're searching inventory. You can make a budget for your wallet to help you succeed. It's smarter car shopping just for
Find
you.
your next ride at autotrader.com, powered by Auto Intelligence.
With comprehensive reports on local schools you won't find anywhere else, Homes.com is the only place to find the in-depth info home shoppers want. Very in-depth info. Curious about where a school ranks in the state? Look no further. Percentage of teachers in their first or second year? We've got it. Lowest student-teacher ratio? No problem. The best cafeteria lunch in the district for your 9-year-old food blogger? Would it surprise you if we said yes? Homes.com. We've done your homework.
Your cold is coming. Your cold is coming. When you feel a cold coming, shorten it with Zicam, the #1 cold shortening brand.
Oh, no, not before my big trip.
The big trip you've been planning is coming up, and so is your cold. But Zicam can shorten your cold and get you back to planning sooner.
Thanks, Revere.
We really should keep Zicam in the house.
Shorten your cold with Zicam.
Take it from America's most revered messenger. Shorten your cold at the first sign with cold shortening products from Zicam, the #1 cold shortening brand. Available in stores or see where to buy at Zicam.com.
Is your business ready for what's next? Think about where you want to be in 3 years, 5 years, 10. Growth isn't about numbers. It's having the right specialist by your side. Moss Adams and Baker Tilly have joined forces to create a remarkable new organization. It's one advisory firm with resources, expertise, and vision built specifically to serve the middle market to help you get to what's next. Learn how Baker Tilly can help your business pursue its vision of success. Visit bakertilly.com/combo. Is your business ready for what's next? Think about where you want to be in 3 years, 5 years, 10. Growth isn't about numbers. It's having the right specialist by your side. Moss Adams and Baker Tilly have joined forces to create a remarkable new organization. It's one advisory firm with resources, expertise, and vision built specifically to serve the middle market to help you get to what's next. Learn how Baker Tilly can help your business pursue its vision of success. Visit bakertilly.com/combo.
At Homes.com, we do whatever it takes to get you the in-depth info on local schools you won't find anywhere else. Things like student-teacher ratio, test scores, and school programs. And sometimes that requires attending school recitals. So many recitals.
That's my son. Isn't he terrific?
Yeah, a real prodigy. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
Health insurance rates in America are surging, leaving millions without affordable options. But Christians don't need to waste money on a broken system. Christian Healthcare Ministries is an alternative to health insurance at half the cost. With CHM, fellow believers contribute monthly to help pay each other's medical bills while lifting one another up in prayer. It's financial and spiritual support when you need it most. Join CHM today by visiting chministries.org/solution. That's chministries.org/solution.
We return to the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
And just a couple of minutes, 10 bands from the Great White North coming up with a sit and spin, but first time for a few emails to the men's room at KISW.com.
You've got mail. You've got mail.
And a couple from our question when it comes to blowing money, what was worth it, what was not. Guys, I spent $5,000 to spend 3 days in Augusta, Georgia. Had tickets for the practice round, great time. Paid too much for a 26-year-old single malt, I guess, scotch for my wife's retirement.
All right.
Lagavulin? I don't know.
Sure.
It was a Class 5 on post for $2,400. On sale for $1,900. She doesn't like it. It's too peaty. Her go-to is an 18-year Glenlivet. I love the show. That from Johnny. Let's see. Bitches, 3 years ago, I decided to splurge and get an amazing mattress. I spent $4,500 on a Stearns & Foster. Fully adjustable, lights up, and vibrates.
Oh,
life-changing.
all right.
Maxing out the quality of your sleep makes everything better. Rock on. That from Jose of the Kentucky chapter.
Get a good mattress if you can. But it's a ripoff. I mean, it's not quite a ripoff. It's just really, really expensive.
Correct.
And you spend all of your time unconscious on it.
Pacholas, I just spent a little north of $60,000 on a fully restored and modified classic truck. My dad got me into classic cars when I was a kid, and when he was sick about a decade ago, shortly before he passed, I told him I'd build a truck like this in his honor one day. All the super expensive work on this one is done. Now I just need to make a few tweaks to fulfill that vision, and I'll never sell it. More than worth the money spent. That from Irish.
Let me see that truck.
Pretty cool looking truck.
That's a cool. Yeah. At first, when you read 60 grand, you're
hot
like,
damn,
holy
man.
Cow. But
Yeah,
when you
that's-
see the truck, you're like,
that's badass, brother.
All right.
That's
Yeah.
badass.
Gentlemen, regarding the talk about headphones and the question on spending a lot and was it worth it? I was shopping last Friday for a new Macintosh amplifier. It's $8,000 a badass.
Yeah.
Will
Yeah.
be worth it. I'll have it forever. That is a fact on that.
Yes, you will.
While they wrote up the paperwork, I spotted these $2,000 headphones. Holy crap. top-end audio gear gets pricey fast, especially when looking at bi-amping, monoblocks, and tube power. My goal is to get some high-end JBL studio monitors to shake the plaster off the walls. Go M's, that from Jerry. Look at those Sony headphones, $2,200 and $2,000.
I mean, I can look at them and tell that they are. I mean, that's engineer quality. It's funny that you have to spend so much on tubes now because everything just used to be tubes.
Tubes, yeah. That's what I use.
It is crazy.
Guys, lifelong Duke fan. Watched them play at UW in 1989 when Quinn Snyder played at Mercer Island High School, was a senior. Christian Leitner was a freshman at Duke. Tickets to the Duke-UNC game were $2,000. Total cost of the trip was $4,000. Got lots of pics and video. The best environment for a live game.
And that's an 89.
That from Andy. That's a ton of money.
I know enough about sports, though. That might have been number one, number two.
Yeah, I mean, look, no, I understand UNC Duke. I'm just saying $2,000 in 89 would be what, like $15,000 now?
Who knows?
Yeah. Golly.
Okay, time for a few birthdays brought to you by Men's Room Roasted Red Salsa from San Juan Salsa Company.
Dip responsibly.
Alabacholas, my buddy Avery is turning 28 today. We are two Seattle transplants living in this beautiful utopia known as Jacksonville, Florida. I can't even write that without laughing. It is literally the most boring big city I've ever heard of. Since he is a newer dad, let's hear some dad jokes from Miles. Also, can we get the captain telling us how boring Jacksonville was when he visited here? Thanks, guys. That from Brett. Okay, dad jokes. What do we got? I think I got a good list of jokes today.
All right.
You guys ready?
All right.
What do you call a dolphin who's from Germany? You guys should know this. You're dirty Germans. What do you call a dolphin from Germany?
Dolphin from Germany.
Dolphin Lundgren.
A dolphin.
Stupid.
You guys know that Marvin Gaye used to keep his lamb at a winery?
No.
His lamb?
Yes. And then he heard it through the grapevine. Told you, man, they're money.
I mean, they're good.
They're money.
They're good. That's going to take me a second.
It's actually hard, guys, to choose which body part of mine is my favorite.
Oh, yeah?
But I'll pick my nose. Couple more. I, this morning, saw Cardi B's sister at the gym working out.
Oh, yeah?
She, oh, damn it. Is she doing cardio?
Cardio.
Cardio.
Right.
How do you get down from a horse? Dad jokes. How do you get down from a horse? Mike, you should know this. You live at Enumclaw.
You get off it.
You don't. You get down actually from a goose. And finally, NASA is launching a new space mission.
Down like a down comforter. You don't get down from a horse. You get it from a goose.
NASA is launching a new space mission to say sorry to the aliens.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. It's called Apollo G.
There's some classics in there.
It really was.
That's so doggone stupid. Good job there, kid.
Yes, friends, it's time.
Oh, Captain.
Oh, no.
Sit and spin.
They're not even here yet.
All right, hold on.
Come on, Mike. Chill out.
Ooh, well, ahoy there, Mike. Just trying to cancel out the old Capitan, probably based on a little late-night poker game we did, but
my bad.
you signed the NDA, so we won't say anything about it.
That's why I gave you the look. It's like they're not even here yet.
But as far as Jacksonville, Florida, I went there once with my buddies Felix and Stone. And we went there for the only reason anyone visits Jacksonville, to buy meth and sell teeth. Because teeth and shirt sleeves are in short supply. But since your buddy Avery is now a father, here's some advice from the old Capitan. Keep all of your kids' baby teeth and then bedazzle your jeans with them and you'll fit right in. Crunch berries.
And finally, for the birthday request, Ola Bicholas in Men's Room, please give a shout out to UW Nate. It is his 32nd rotation around the sun, and this year he is going to be a father in January.
Hey.
So if Coach Ted could give him some advice for raising a child, and if the Dirty Germans could talk to him about celebrating tonight at the Luau in Lahaina. Finish with a good old happy Chinooka. Mahalo, guys. That from the wifey known as Shay.
Is that the Smith family one? In Lahaina? Could be.
I don't know.
There's a Smith family luau. It's pretty famous. People keep sending me pictures.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I went to a very traditional, I told you, luau at the Sheraton in Maui.
Well, the Smith family one's just as traditional. We're all from there. Hi, being a good father. Well, first of all, you're doing the right thing. You're raising him up, hopefully, as a husky, so that's good. I don't know. I never really dealt with a little wiggly, tiny one. Be nice. Be around. Go to his games. Her games. Whatever it is.
Yeah, if you're going to be at the luau, this is quite easy. You said you're being Lahaino, so get what we call the Lahaino vagina. And also, since your wife's name is Shay, maybe cover your face with shea butter tonight.
Yeah, what's the games they play over there with the ball? And they hold it up and you like limbo. So when you bend backwards, keep your mouth closed.
Wow.
All right, guys, here you go.
Happy
birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Ya's a Dirty Germans brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's World Famous Sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweine.
Is your business ready for what's next? Think about where you want to be in 3 years, 5 years, 10. Growth isn't about numbers. It's having the right specialist by your side. Moss Adams and Baker Tilly have joined forces to create a remarkable new organization. It's one advisory firm with resources, expertise, and vision built specifically to serve the middle market to help you get to what's next. Learn how Baker Tilly can help your business pursue its vision of success. Visit bakertilly.com/combo.
Just got a new puppy or kitten? Congrats, but also, yikes. Between crates, beds, toys, treats, and those first few vet visits, you've probably already dropped a small fortune, which is where Lemonade Pet Insurance comes in. It helps cover vet costs so you can focus on what's best for your new pet. The coverage is customizable, sign-up is quick and easy, and your claims are handled in as little as 3 seconds. Pro tip, Lemonade offers a package specifically for puppies and kittens. Get a quote at lemonade.com/pet. Your future self will thank you. Your pet won't. They don't know what insurance is.
At Homes.com, we do whatever it takes to get you the in-depth info on local schools you won't find anywhere else. Things like student-teacher ratio, test scores, and school programs. And sometimes that requires attending school recitals. So many recitals.
That's my son. Isn't he terrific?
Yeah, a real prodigy. Homes.com.
Ding dong.
We've done your homework.
Fly.
9.9 KISW. The Men's Room returns with Miles and Thrill.
All right, check out a 508. We'll drink it toast with a shot of the day. And we do have your headlines on the way at 5:50. But first, quick check out Mike Hogg and some of the stories and headlines he is not working on.
You should really quit smoking, Miles.
That's right.
Thank you, Miles. There's a fast-growing demographic in the world of renting. Boomers.
Yeah, I can believe that.
They're starting to go back into their renting ways.
Well, also, like, if you're already a boomer and you're retired, like, why would you buy a house to invest in a property?
Yeah, fair call.
You know what I mean?
It's hard to get a mortgage.
Yeah.
Right, if you can't buy it in cash.
Yeah, what are you going to have, a 30-year loan?
Right. My dad's 85, and they were talking about it, and they're like, well, they rent now. It's like, do you know how hard it is to convince a bank to even give you a 15-year loan when you're 85?
No, okay. Well, sure, yeah, 15 years.
Yeah, my mom, when she was like 76, was like, I'm going to buy this house. I was like, you have no children.
How?
Yeah, and it's like, you could afford it, but it's like, you're never going to see the profit on it.
No.
A new study found that kids who use social media score lower on reading and memory tests.
Just keep repeating this.
Exactly.
Do we not know this yet? Come on, man.
It's not fed to them.
Correct.
That's not fed to them. It's just rapid fire. There's not a lot of real retention. I don't blame the kids on this. It's like, guys, it is what it is. We know this now.
There doesn't even need to be retention. Even if it is your friends and what they're doing, it's starting to become that, oh, yeah, I did see something about that. Like, I catch myself doing it more often than not.
Yeah.
You know,
it makes sense. Like, right, you give people 15-second tidbits of information. Right. That's probably what's going to happen.
It used to be that you had a Rolodex of people that you would call throughout the entirety of the week just to catch up with them and see how they're doing.
Right.
But shoot, we got a news board now that just tells you what everybody's dealing with. Yeah. As long as they're free to put it up there.
Exactly.
After a while, you hear from somebody that's like, I didn't know you were going through that. Like, well, I don't post everything on social media.
Yeah.
Some of you post too damn much.
Yeah.
Hear about what my kids did today. Like, I don't care.
I do not care.
I don't care.
Or vague posting.
Another crazy day. Done much longer I can deal with it.
Just
got
not
something to say.
feeling it.
Freaking say it.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
Go find help, man. Come on. There's a new fabric patch in development that you sew into your sleeves and uses static electricity to allow you to chat with AI and control smart devices.
Whoa!
That's all right.
That sounds a little deep.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
I mean, it's cool that you can do that if you choose to. That zero appeal to me.
Right. You have at it.
But
If
the
you wanna
people that
do
do
you
like
go
it,
right ahead.
Yeah.
But no, I'm okay.
I don't need to. I don't need to talk to anybody else.
No, I don't even need to talk to smart devices. You know, I got the smart device at home years ago, and it was
What'd you
fun.
get?
The little Echo.
Oh yeah.
The Amazon Echo, and it's fine, and it was a fun little novelty that you could ask it questions and it would tell you. But honestly, if I wanted to find something or I wanted to set a timer, it was easier for me to just pull out my phone and do it.
Yeah.
Set a timer for 2 minutes, 20 minutes, starting now. Like, doggone it. No.
Isn't that why Aaron keeps calling Miles?
That's right.
That's right.
Says his brother's name.
Mike.
Right. And it calls Miles.
Mike Jones.
Put your thinking caps on, boys. Time for the Merriam-Webster word of the day. I give you guys a 90% success chance on this one.
All right. No pressure.
This is going to be a good one. It is a noun, and it is a U word that means an imaginary place in which the government, laws, and social conditions are perfect.
Utopia.
Utopia. Yeah.
Utopia.
Utopia.
Known in Baltimore as Utopia.
Yeah.
Oh, we're living in this utopia. I don't want a utopia in Baltimore because I don't want to hear him say it.
Oh, no.
Welcome to our utopia. Seriously, get on your nerves. When Joe Flacco played there, I swear to God, we're wacko for Flacco. My God, shut up, man.
Down in Florida, they just call it the U.
The U, yeah. Welcome to the U.
Yeah, you kind of forget that one lady. Yeah, best burgers in Baltimore, hon. You can see the sign right there.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you got to come in on a game day.
The Baltimore accent's almost like drunk Canadian.
It is, and it's still odd because I can't explain to people. It's only kind of one part of the city that does it.
But it is thick.
Yeah.
Man. I mean, and it's just everybody.
Well, you'll hear it in Pigtown. You'll hear it in Hamden. You'll hear it in Essex. You'll hear it in Dundalk.
But
mostly
again,
on the east side.
D.C. to Baltimore is, to me, about the same distance as Seattle to
37
Tacoma.
miles.
Right. So imagine if Tacoma, parts of it, just had a completely
different conversation style.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
Well, you get into Delaware, you'll hear it. Philadelphia's got a little to it.
A little bit.
But not like Baltimore.
No. There's also more, to give the East Coast credit, there's a lot of different routes that are clustered within the East Coast.
It's not that. That makes sense, but you go, wait, how do you go 37 miles in one direction and it's entirely different? Or go 79 miles up to Philly and it's entirely even babies. Oh, boo-hoo.
You're talking about a transient town. Inherently, Washington, D.C. is just that. If you're not a senator or a House representative, you've got 8 years, maybe.
Right.
But for the most part, that's just turning over. So it's people from everywhere.
Right. Okay, that's fair. A new study found that hormones not only keep our bodies working properly, but
lets you know you're doing a good job.
Could also, damn it, but could also have a negative effect on our mood and mental health.
Well, aren't hormones like all over the place?
Yes, I mean that's like one of the main things. The thing is,
can we dictate where the money goes for these expenditures?
Right.
Isn't that like the whole thing with hormones?
No, here's the thing.
How did you get a grant for that?
We know that as an indicator for like teenagers when they start acting up is that their hormones are going out of whack. Because it doesn't stop when you get older. You're just supposed to and expected to have a better handle on it.
Well, it's the same with menopause. It happens again for women.
Ta-da.
They're like, oh, no, we know what's going on.
Right.
There's just nothing I can do about it, and I'll shut the hell up and rub my feet.
That's a big buzzword in my age group right now.
What, menopause?
Well, it's like perimenopause.
Pre-menopause.
Predopause. I don't know.
Hot flashes.
People are talking about it.
Menstruating.
Well, not dude.
Menstruating.
Other people's wives.
I'm going through my menstrual cycle.
No woman has a midlife crisis. It's always a dude. It's just a different name.
Yeah. Right, you know what? You're exactly right. We have a midlife
No woman
crisis.
goes, I need a Porsche.
That's exactly
Remember,
right.
it was Keith Urban who did it.
Ah, Lordy.
I feel like they lean more towards horse farm.
Let's get a converted barn. Let's buy acre. Like, no, because that involves work.
Right.
I'm going through the
By
midlife
me,
crisis.
by the way.
It's the exact. I don't want to work.
You ain't pulling up your sleeves.
Yeah, right. That's the thing. Oh, I have to go birth. Okay.
Yeah. I gotta go out and fix this damn thing up.
Uh-huh.
we should get a farm. No, because you ain't going to take care of a damn one of them.
It's like when your kid wants a pet. It's like, it's your pet.
I want to run a kitty house.
Can I get a cat? You going to change the cat litter? Yes. Okay, see, that's the first lie you've ever told me. You just don't even know you're lying because you're not.
Ted, what day is it?
Tuesday.
You guessed it. It is National Dessert Day.
Oh, no kidding.
And we just talked about...
Sorry. Couldn't come up with another word for
Good
ass.
breaks. Good breaks. But you know what? We just talked about Canada, so let's get American.
The Men's Room Top 10. The Men's Room Top 10.
Covering the best... the 10 best American desserts.
All right.
Well, as far as your guys' dessert world, okay, we have desserts. You're opening up the menu.
Pecan pie for me.
Pecan pie. Okay, really? Pecan pie.
I love pecan pie.
It's
I love
awesome.
sweet potato pie.
God, I still want to try
Look,
sweet
I'm
potato
black.
pie.
All right, let's just say that.
Fair.
And there, it covers it. All right.
I still want to try sweet potato pie, dude.
Dude,
The first time
do
I
you
heard
like
that,
sweet
it's
potatoes?
love it.
Do you like sweet potatoes?
Yes.
Okay.
First time I heard it, like the first time I heard it, kid you not, was I, Robot, the movie with Will Smith, and he had sweet potato pie. As soon as he said that, I was like, damn, that sounds fantastic, actually.
It really is, man. And we're in that season where I know I'll get at least one.
Nice.
That's always
Sweet
the thing.
potato pie.
I make one pumpkin pie, one sweet potato pie. Like, cool, because I'm going to eat both.
Miles Montgomery, if you're opening up the dessert menu, what are you hoping is on there? Something.
First of all, hot fudge sundae. I can never.
Hot fudge sundae, attaboy.
When's the last time you had one?
Right? Do you like go full bore with it? Like, are you putting like bananas in there and like sprinkles and like what? What
Well,
do you
that
do
would
with
be
your
a
hot fudge
banana
sundae?
split.
That's right. My
Yeah,
bad.
so I might take some peanuts, but overwhelmed. Just give me the hot fudge and ice cream, bro. God, I don't know the last time I've had one.
Not the one you guys will hate is coconut cream pie.
Yes, I will hate that.
I love that.
I will hate that.
Are we talking about like high-end fancy desserts that are American?
Like
Bananas
Foster.
Foster.
Kind of standard.
That's what I was thinking. Is Banana Foster on there?
That'll work too. You know what? I'll take Bananas Foster.
Key lime pie?
It's not on my list there, Mr. Fancy Pants, but you know what? You go ahead and have
Damn
it.
Okay, high dollar.
Number 10 on the list of the 10 best American desserts, they go with carrot cake. Moist recipe. The moist spice cake is packed with shredded carrots and often includes nuts, raisins, pineapple. It's finished with a generous layer of rich cream cheese frosting. I do love some carrot cake.
I don't mind carrot cake. I don't know why the carrots are even involved. I don't know if they contribute flavor, and I'm not knocking them because I don't hate them in it. But like, why?
And I
are
will
they
say,
here?
the bigger the carrot gets in the cake, the less I like it.
Yes.
I prefer an essence of the
Should we
carrot.
shred it?
Yeah,
Like it says.
right,
like the directions say.
right,
Right, like, dude, you got chunks of carrot in here. Get real.
Exactly.
Stop adding raisins to every damn thing.
Well, that was big back in the day.
Yeah.
I know. Do we have like a surplus of raisins and the government's like, please, can you just put this in every recipe that doesn't call for it?
There won't be if Miles keeps eating all the doggone grapes in the grocery
Please
store.
do.
That's right. Key lime pie. There you go, Ted. At number 9.
Like some key lime pie.
I only eat it in the summer, but it is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with you. It is a summertime dessert, and honestly, a little goes a long way with me just because citrus fruits and dessert don't quite mix with me.
There's a seafood place where my mom used to live, and they do like that graham cracker crust.
Oh yeah,
but they put like a second layer, like a Big Mac, in the key lime pie.
Oh, man.
It is so
nice.
good.
You know
Yeah.
what? Great twist. I like
Yeah.
that. Hell yeah. Banana pudding. Southern favorite.
It's okay. It's all right.
Layers of vanilla wafers, sliced bananas, and sweet vanilla flavored custard.
Do
often topped
people
with meringue
buy
whipped cream.
vanilla wafers for any purpose other than making that dessert?
Dude, when I was a kid, I didn't have banana pudding until I was an adult, but we had Nilla wafers in the house always.
We always had vanilla wafers, but we knew it was going to be used in the banana pudding.
Have you had same thing, banana cream pie? It's basically what it is.
No, but
so
I'm
the
sure it's
wafers take
fantastic.
care of the crust, and there's
All right.
banana cream.
Nice.
Thurl, you're right. My mother loves Nilla wafers. So my sister's house, she got like the little packages of them. I eat one every day.
Yeah, if you put it in a little convenient package, I think I'm more apt to just
It's
start.
like, I'll have a couple Nilla wafers.
Number 7 is one that's another summertime treat. Always around a campfire.
Oh, s'mores.
S'mores.
Did you say s'mores?
S'mores.
Well,
S'mores.
is a Scottish?
Sean Connery here for s'mores.
Don't know why I
Give me
said
one
it
of
that
them
way.
s'mores.
I love those s'mores.
Yeah. And then recently people have started upgrading them with like putting a Reese's there instead of a
Sure,
Hershey
sure.
chocolate, stuff
Yep,
like
learned
that.
that from my buddy Sal. Also, they sell that package at Costco that it's bits of graham cracker, marshmallow, all covered in dark
VD
chocolate.
brought it in
like
one
little
time.
pieces.
Yeah, the s'mores mix.
Yeah.
S'mores mix.
S'mores.
Yeah, buy a bag of it and then poop your brains out the next day. You ate most of it.
When it comes to cakes, number 6 was always, in my opinion, kind of the next step up with cake. This isn't a chocolate, this isn't a vanilla or a yellow cake. This is red velvet cake.
It's okay. I don't mind the taste. It just always seems so dense to me.
Yeah.
And that's not even really a knock. It is delicious. It's just,
But
I
you're
don't
right.
know.
So sometimes like a really cakey, thick donut, that's what that tastes like.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
red velvet cake just has that heft.
A little drier is also the
And
problem.
it's not bad. It's just like,
Yeah.
I still get so hyped up.
But what's the thing? When you're a kid, you hear it's like caviar and escargot, and you finally eat it. You're like, all right, it tastes like cake.
It's a cake.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, Ted, I'm one of the people hyping it up. I get excited about red velvet cake.
You're a red
for
velvet
no
hype
reason.
man.
For no, it's red. Like I don't. For no reason. It's fine. It's great cake.
If you're colorblind, it's gray.
It reminds me of blood.
Steve, you show up at number 5 on the list with the pecan pie.
Yeah.
It's hard to beat, man.
You know what? That was the first pie that I enjoyed. I had tried different pies. I couldn't get around the crust when I was a kid. It's not sweet. It's just crust.
Yeah, pies can kind of lead different
My
ways.
grandfather served me a slice of pecan pie, however you want to say it, and I took the first bite. I was like, this is actually quite nice.
It's odd, but I call it pecan pie, but I call the nuts pecans. But once you put them in a pie, now it's a pecan pie.
There was a lady that worked with my mom for years, and you had to put in an order around Christmas at like Thanksgiving. And she baked only so many of them, but she was famous for a recipe.
Nice.
And then she died and didn't leave it to anyone.
And left it to nobody.
She is dead.
Is that kind of the MO with you? Like, this is the best, and then they died, and the recipe went with them.
It's happened a couple times.
You know what? You should do that on your gravestone. Just put whatever it is people like that you make, the sausage dip, whatever. Just put the recipe. Have it engraved on there. I am dead. The recipe is not dead with me.
There it is. Number 4, a classic that you can make at home any time of the year, brownies.
Sure, man.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong.
I feel like you can, though, with a brownie. There
You
have been
can
times
do
when
it
you can
wrong.
screw up the brownie.
You ever had like chocolate chips and all that?
I don't like a whole lot of stuff in the brownie.
What's the one that it's like a chocolate chip cookie and brownie together?
The black bottom?
I don't know, but that thing's awesome.
I like the ones with the like the caramel, like the turtle.
Those
You know
are
what I'm saying?
fantastic.
Where
I
you
know
pour it on
exactly.
top.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Number 3, cheesecake.
Oh, yeah, I love cheesecake, man.
Yeah.
I think cheesecake has just gotten so far away from the original cheesecake. Because
Yeah.
like the Cheesecake Factory.
Sure.
Like a chocolate cheesecake to me isn't cheesecake.
Was that like a mousse cake then?
Yeah, to me it's fine. It's really good.
Fantastic.
I just think it's mislabeled.
Okay. I see
But
where
they're
you're
still
going.
using cream cheese.
You are
Because it's not mousse.
Yes.
But yeah, and
Same with the black bottom.
yeah, it's just cheesecake.
But they call it a black bottom.
It is called a black bottom.
Hang on, what is a black bottom?
Essentially, it'd be like crushed up Oreo crust.
Okay.
And then
See, because I like
basically
the
cheesecake
cookies
You
and
on
would,
top.
you would love it.
You would absolutely lose your
It's fantastic.
freaking mind. If you see it on the menu, just order it.
All right. Can I have the black bottom?
Then a woman from Atlanta walks out like,
Talk about bun cakes, my girl's got 'em.
I heard about you, sugar.
No. Chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah.
The classic American favorite there at number 2.
They're the
Iconic.
Lay's potato chips of desserts.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with them. They're basic.
And they're different from everybody that you get them, and everybody
Again,
kind of has their own style.
Do not add raisins to it.
You know, yeah, I'll give you that.
Do not add walnuts to it.
Yes.
Just don't.
Correct.
Look, let me rephrase this. If you would like to make a chocolate chip and walnut cookie, please do, but call it that. Do not call it a chocolate chip cookie and then put this crap in there.
Well, Reese's makes a peanut butter little chip.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude,
they do.
those are.
Yeah, they do. I feel so. When it comes to Chips Ahoy, are you guys a blue bag or a red bag?
Blue.
I prefer blue, but the kids have decided red, and therefore that is my life.
Ted.
I'll eat either, but I do like the red bag. I like the chewy one.
Thank you. The red bag is superior, you guys.
Yeah.
You think
old
so?
Fogies, yes.
Well, it depends on if
It's
you.
just kind of weird to me. Like, I like that they're soft.
Yeah.
And I wish the blue bag could be as soft as the red bag, but there's something in the taste where I'm like, whatever I'm tasting is why it's soft.
So for me,
You know what I mean?
So for me, a soft cookie needs to be warm. So if you put it in the microwave for a couple of minutes, it's better.
Okay.
But the idea for me with a chocolate chip cookie is dunking it in milk. And
Yeah.
you can't do that with a red bag.
That's fair.
That's exactly.
fair.
I knew he was going there, and he's exactly right.
Yes, he is.
If you have milk, blue bag. Any other day of the week, red bag.
Knock down a red bag. And then this is the number 1 best and most American of desserts.
apple pie.
Apple pie. Apple pie.
Damn right.
Does it deserve to be number 1?
Yes,
No.
it is literally the most American dessert. I don't know how it got that.
I'd
It's like
rather have-
baseball's the greatest pastime.
I'd rather have peach
it just
cobbler.
gets that title.
Peach cobbler is
Because
better.
it's sourced from apples, so I understand that inherently, it starts and ends here. I do get that. But as far as, put it this way, if I'm going to impress someone else from another country, it ain't going to be apple pie.
Disagree.
It will not be.
Really?
I'm with Mike.
Oh,
I can't. like even if I just go to buy a cheap one at some store or whatever, you got to have apple pie.
One of these days,
Really?
One of these days, I'm going to get brave enough to try what everybody's big fad is when it comes to apple pie is throwing like a slice of cheddar on it.
Is it cheddar or American?
I've heard cheddar.
Cheese.
I guess it's cheese.
I've heard cheddar.
We did Oreos with cheddar cheese, and it was fine, man. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Also, I think apple pie should be hot.
Agreed.
Yes.
Agreed.
Really?
If it's
Yes.
left over, throw it in the microwave.
Yep.
Oh, I like eating that cold piece.
Okay.
But I'm a sicko.
He's a necrophiliac.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
Littering for one woman in New York has turned into felony charges, Miles.
Why is that?
So how about it at 5:50?
Thank you, sir. Headlines are coming up at 5:50. In the meantime, we made it to drinking time.
Somebody out there deserves to be recognized. And the men's room knows just who it is. So to you, we say, bottoms up, sailor. You're the toast of our shot of the day.
Drink time it is, and as usual, we head to the drink desk and Steve at Thrill Hill to find out who we're toasting.
Yes, indeed. First, I want to comment on a YouTube comment here. I hate when people do this to you. And Miles, you and I had a conversation kind of similar, but with a different example. It just says, man, Dairy Gold made an awesome German chocolate ice cream. Yeah, they don't make ice cream anymore. Then why'd you bring it up? Because as soon as I read that, I'm like, ooh, that sounds good, man. I'm going to get me some. Well, I guess I'm not. Cool. Thanks. I won't say the conversation Miles and I had.
They don't make it like they used to.
No, they don't.
It involves food, but slightly different. All right. Today, we chose 29-year-old Peter Higginbotham of somewhere in Oregon.
Peter Higginbotham.
Higginbotham. That is his last name. So Peter had a 1996 Toyota Camry, but it was hot-wired and stolen. Now, his car was a bit of what you might call junk. It even had a bumper sticker on it that read, quote, "The book value of my car is one Baja Blast." That's the bumper sticker he put on there. So, about a month ago, the car and the thief both turned up. Car was a mess. The insurance company declared it totaled, paid out $1,700. Now, the thief was a woman named Cesare Walter, not Desiree Walter. It is, in fact, Cesare Walter. And she was charged with unauthorized use and possession of a stolen vehicle, which are both felonies. Now, Peter asked the judge to drop the charges against her in exchange for a Mountain Dew Baja Blast. Seriously. It took some convincing, but the judge eventually agreed. Peter got his Baja Blast and didn't like it. Nonetheless, he was still fine with the deal. Wow.
She got off lucky.
The judge was very clear about that to her, saying, listen, I cannot make this man prosecute you, but he refuses to prosecute you as long as you get him a Baja Blast in exchange, which she did, and she got off scot-free. So we pour this booze, and we drink this booze because we think it's yummy.
Yummy!
So over the tongue and down the throat to party in our tummies. Down the hola bichola.
All right, let's get a contestant on the line now for Profile This, 206-803-ROCK. Profile This is next.
Is your business ready for what's next? Think about where you want to be in 3 years, 5 years, 10. Growth isn't about numbers. It's having the right specialist by your side. Moss Adams and Baker Tilly have joined forces to create a remarkable new organization. It's one advisory firm with resources, expertise, and vision built specifically to serve the middle market to help you get to what's next. Learn how Baker Tilly can help your business pursue its vision of success. Visit bakertilly.com/combo.
Homes.com is the only place where you can find specialized neighborhood guides with the in-depth insider info home shoppers want. Very in-depth info. Want to know if there's homes for sale in the area? We've got it. How long has a home been on the market? We'll know it. Average lot size? Proximity to local parks? Of course. Insight into your neighbor's divorce? We're working on it. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
Health insurance rates in America are surging, leaving millions without affordable options. But Christians don't need to waste money on a broken system. Christian Healthcare Ministries is an alternative to health insurance at half the cost. With CHM, fellow believers contribute monthly to help pay each other's medical bills while lifting one another up in prayer. It's financial and spiritual support when you need it most. Join CHM today by visiting chministries.org chministries.org/solution. That's chministries.org/solution.
At Cardinal Heating and Air, we elevate your comfort with expert HVAC solutions in the greater Seattle area. Our decades of experience have fostered lasting relationships built on quality service. Whether you need AC repair, heating repair, routine maintenance, a new installation, or an emergency fix, you can trust Cardinal Heating and Air, now offering electrical services. Experience the exceptional service and peace of mind that Cardinal Heating and Air delivers today and for years to come.
Your cold is coming. Your cold is coming. When you feel a cold coming, shorten it with Zycam, the #1 cold shortening brand.
Oh, no, not before my big trip.
The big trip you've been planning is coming up, and so is your cold. But Zycam can shorten your cold and get you back to planning sooner.
Thanks, Revere.
We really should keep Zycam in the house.
Shorten your cold with Zycam.
Take it from America's most revered messenger. Shorten your cold at the first sign with cold shortening products from Zycam, the #1 cold shortening brand. Available in stores or see where to buy at Zycam.com.
Your cold is coming. Your cold is coming. When you feel a cold coming, shorten it with Zycam, the #1 cold shortening brand.
Oh, no, not before my big trip.
The big trip you've been planning is coming up, and so is your cold. But Zycam can shorten your cold and get you back to planning sooner.
Thanks, Revere.
We really should keep Zycam in the house.
Shorten your cold with Zycam.
Take it from America's most revered messenger. Shorten your cold at the first sign with cold shortening products from Zycam, the #1 cold shortening brand. Available in stores or see where to buy at Zycam.com.
You've finally broken loose from work. 3 friends, 1 tea time, and then the text. Honey, there's water in the basement. Not exactly how you pictured your Saturday. That's when you call us, Cincinnati Insurance. We always answer the call, because real protection means showing up, even when things are in the rough. Cincinnati Insurance. Let us make your bad day better. Find an agent at CINFIN.com.
Homes.com has collaboration tools to help home shoppers search, share, and discuss home shopping with family, friends, and their agent directly through the site. Though it was fun to get that email from your husband about that 3-bedroom in the hills, to which you replied via text that you would never live in the hills and you'd like to find a 3-bedroom closer to the beach. To which he replied, "Why are you so uncompromising?" A fun way to spend an afternoon, but we think it's just a tad bit easier our way.
Homes.com. Ding dong. We've done your homework.
The Men's Room presents Profile This.
And Stephen Throwhill, could you please tell everyone how Profile This is played?
Oh, I sure can, Miles. It's a simple game where we share with you a real-life news story. Something that happened right here on planet Earth. Earth. And as you listen to the story, based on the stereotypes you believe to be true of people and the decisions that people make, we'll ask you what it is you think makes the story a story. Hello, Kenny. Welcome to the Men's Room.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Hola. All right, Kenny, you understand how this here game is played?
I do. But real quick, Thrill, you never addressed me as Old Man Kenny, and heck, I've been listening to you guys since 1974 when you were KISW FM 100.
Okay, Old Man Kenny. Well, apparently, you know what it is? Maybe you're so old you don't remember me calling you Old Man Kenny.
Well, he was 5 at the time. He was in kindergarten, so unless you were in that class, you would never know.
He could have been in that class.
I can't remember. Throw, who are we talking to?
Old Man Kenny.
There you go.
And I have no class.
He had.
All right, old man.
Old and classless. All right, Old Man Kenny. Here are your categories today. Today we have Bite Me. In other words, what did someone find in their food? We have Animalize This, where you guess the animal responsible for causing the problem. And finally today, we have Seriously, where you guess the petty conflict that led to violence.
Let's go seriously.
I'm as mad as hell. I'm not going to take this anymore.
We go to the fine state of New Jersey, where a woman upset at another customer in line at a Marshall's bought kitchen knives from the Marshalls and then used one to stab the other shopper. Now, the victim was stabbed multiple times in front of her family. The incident started when Amber Thompson got into an argument with another customer. As the victim and her family left the store and headed toward their car, Thompson purchased a set of kitchen knives. She then removed one from the box, pursued the victim into the parking lot, ultimately stabbing her multiple times. Now, police found the injured woman in bloody clothing with several puncture wounds on her torso. She was taken to a nearby hospital. Good news, does not appear to have any life-threatening injuries. Thompson, the suspect, she was located in the marshal's bathroom with a kitchen knife laying on top of the baby changing station. Now, she was charged with second-degree aggravated assault, third and fourth-degree weapons offenses, and fourth-degree endangering. She's also cray. But the question is, why was she mad at the other customer in line? Was the other customer taking too long? Was the other customer audibly cursing? Did the other customer fart without apology? Or did these two have a prior run-in? So, taking too long in line, audibly cursing, farting without apology, or these two already knew each other and had beef.
So let me get this right. She stabbed someone and she's in the bathroom changing her baby?
No, I don't think she took a baby in there. I think she just had the knife sitting on the baby changing station.
Okay.
Which is the best place to put a bloody knife.
You're bloody well right. Ted, what do you think? Squirrely Ted Smith, his mind, I like it.
So there's two options here. To me, it could be as simple as the fart with no apology. But my heart, what I want to happen is there is a previous, something has happened. This woman, in her mind, it's, as they would say, on sight, as the kids would say. She saw her and said, I'm a stabber.
So prior run-in.
Prior run-in on sight.
Oh, man. What are the other guys thinking?
I'm gonna go fart there, young man Kenny.
Yeah, and thanks for the bone you just threw. I'm going to go fart with y'all.
Fart. Okay. Fart. Me and Kenny on the fart.
Let's go farting, y'all.
What was the reason for this?
Fart, y'all.
What was the reason for the stabbing? Taking too long in line, cursing, farting without an apology, or prior run-in? We'll find out next.
That was a tease.
You are listening to The Men's Room.
Your cold is coming. Your cold is coming. When you feel a cold coming, shorten it with Zycam, the #1 cold shortening brand.
Oh, no, not before my big trip.
The big trip you've been planning is coming up, and so is your cold. But Zycam can shorten your cold and get you back to planning sooner.
Thanks, Revere.
We really should keep Zycam in the house.
Shorten your cold with Zycam.
Take it from America's most revered messenger. Shorten your cold at the first sign with cold shortening products from Zycam, the #1 cold shortening brand. Available in stores or see where to buy at Zycam.com.
You've finally broken loose from work. 3 friends, 1 tea time, and then the text. Honey, there's water in the basement. Not exactly how you pictured your Saturday. That's when you call us, Cincinnati Insurance. We always answer the call, because real protection means showing up, even when things are in the rough. Cincinnati Insurance. Let us make your bad day better. Find an agent at CINFIN.com.
Huddle up. We got one play. Everything we work for comes down to this.
Quick question. Speaking of workouts, how would you rate your athletic program?
Bro, we're in the middle of the state championship.
Oh, so like a B+ then?
Dude, get out of our huddle.
Well, at Homes.com, we leave it all on the field to get you detailed information on local schools.
Off the field.
Off the field. Copy. All right, go sports.
How did he even get in here?
Homes.com. We've done your homework.
You're listening to The Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Category is a seriously on profile. This New Jersey woman was upset at another shopper at a Marshall's. She then bought some kitchen steak knives to stab the woman multiple times.
That is correct.
Question is, what was the dust up over? Was she taking too long in line? Was she cursing audibly? Did she fart without an apology? Or did they have a prior run-in?
And old man Kenny, that's a question we posed to you. Let us start with B. Ted Smith.
Ow!
You went with the prior run-in. It was not a prior run-in. They did not know each other at all. And then, Kenny, you agreed with Miles there, and both of you said the fart without an apology.
Our game.
I only went with that one because that has happened before. But in this case, she was taking too long.
But if it's a checkout, isn't that on the person check? I
Listen, man, I don't know, and I was hoping they would explain part of that in the story, and they didn't. Like, was she dragging it out? Did the cashier take too long? Either way, this woman, she did have words with her about taking too long. Think about it.
Sometimes people can really suck at that checkout line.
They can, but she's there with her family.
Yeah, I know.
And you still went back into the store to buy the knives that you know they have for the single purpose of stabbing someone.
It's kind of hard to hold up the cashier.
That's
they're
what I mean.
just doing their job.
Yeah, I don't know, man, but that's why she stabbed the other woman.
Now, for all TV news all the time, it's time for TV Time with Ted.
And now, because your pathetic life is confined to countless hours in front of a talking box, the Men's Room presents TV Time with Ted.
So obviously everybody in town's talking about the Seattle Mariners.
Who?
Seattle Mariners. Yeah. What's that?
Something happened with the Seattle Mariners?
Nothing much. I'll tell you what, Mortimer, it's the Moose's name. He's been making his rounds around town.
Is his name Mortimer?
Yeah.
Mortimer Moose.
Found that out recently.
I did not know that.
Well, only really his parents call him that.
Yeah.
But like, I saw him at Diplo 5K, and when I yelled, Mortimer! And high-fived him, he kind of was like, all right, just call me that name.
Hi.
Come on, man.
And
My friends call me Skip.
Yeah, I think he was at the Making Strides thing Saturday morning with Taryn Daly. I don't want to say what she did, but there was some dancing involved.
I just want to get blackout drunk and just keep calling him Morty.
Morty.
Yeah, punch in the face
Well,
by
I
a
like
moose.
that too, that he's just at your neighborhood bar.
Yeah, I know.
But he's still like the moose, so he can't talk really. And the mic's just getting hammered.
We got to go to the game, Morty.
Guys like us, Morty. Anyhow, the Mariners did beat the Blue Jays yesterday in Canada on what is their Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I didn't bother to do the research. I don't know if they just pick a Monday, if it's the same, if it's a certain date.
Don't know.
Or whatever. So Miles and I were talking about this off the air, but Joe Davis is doing play-by-play. John Smoltz is in the booth with him. So since it's Thanksgiving, they bring them in a turkey.
Canadian Thanksgiving, we got to celebrate accordingly. John, they even gave us
Be careful with
utensils.
that. Don't let me have it.
Call a championship series game and carve a turkey at the same time. Strike on Randy Arozarena. You know there's a way you're supposed to do this. Don't do it how you cut it like that and then only one person gets the skin. No. You have to cut the whole breast. Arozarena fouls it off. So you got the whole breast.
He's still calling the game.
I know. Now you do this and everybody
Gets to enjoy.
gets a little bit of skin. All right?
Fantastic.
So while he's talking, he carves off the entire breast,
Okay.
which is a great way to do it. And then he lines it up and just slices it into,
Yeah.
So then today we came in, Miles and I read the same story. When it goes back to the studio, David Ortiz and all those guys are like, that turkey looked a little pink. I don't know that I would have.
man.
Is this after the other guys had eaten it?
Correct. This is after the game.
Oh, no.
Right? So they're kind of. I can't believe that guy carved a turkey while he was talking on the air.
Multitask. That tells me brother was hungry.
Correct. The turkey looked great. Now, we don't have any word on if they're actually sick or got food poisoning from it. I don't think they did, but still impressive. But I just was like, I was watching that this morning. I'm like, man, that guy's just carving that up as he's talking.
I said, that's a dude who wants to eat that turkey.
That's a guy who does it every single year because that's his job.
Clearly, he is the guy that does it, yeah.
I find it very odd, too, that, I've been to people's homes before, and, the couple will cook it, and they're like, I don't know how to carve it.
Well, if you see somebody break out an electric old school Hamilton Beach carving knife, you know they have no idea what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
My grandfather had one and used it every year. And I don't think he knew what he was doing.
Yeah. Oh, that's my father's whole thing. Just wait for the turkey to be done so he can carve. Razor sharp knife, man. Paper thin pieces. Cut it a little thicker, man. But that
he was going to make
his deal.
sandwiches later.
I think that was look. As a kid, I'm not recognizing how you play 4-dimensional chess. You know what I mean? But I think that was his thing. We're not going to eat it all tonight. It's just for tomorrow, dummy.
Yeah.
He was just nice enough not to call me a dummy.
Well, and frankly, I'll be dead honest with you. I think with the internet, especially the last 15 years, you have all these actual cooks and chefs coming out being like, this is how I would serve it. I never knew about cutting off the whole breast until a couple years ago. And then seeing that guy do it, it's like, well, he's exactly right.
Yep.
But still kind of hard to get all that
just
together.
do one half the bird and save the other half for later.
Yeah. I smoked a turkey breast last year just to try my hand at it.
How was it?
Fantastic.
Oh, yeah?
It was fantastic.
Remember
It was
that
great.
one I did?
Yeah.
And I made that on my stovetop and in my oven. I'm to the point now anymore, unless you have a huge group, I don't know that
That's
I need
perfect.
a whole burger.
That's perfect. Even if you get a bone-in half breast, that's almost the best way to go, too.
Oh, yeah.
Keeps it a little bit more moist.
Right. Somebody asked me at the bar as we were talking about cooking, there's not too many people in there, and they're like, well, what about your stuffing? I said, well, there's enough goddamn butter in that stuff. It does not need to go inside a bird. It is fine. Everybody likes Thanksgiving, you like holidays, you like watching sports together, getting together with the people you like. Mm-hmm. But sometimes it's people you hate. So I got a good list here of the most hated characters in TV history ranked.
Tom. Todd, rather.
How
All
Much
right.
Your Mother?
No.
So these are going to
Breaking
be a little more kind of main
Mainstream.
character.
All right.
Right, because Todd didn't show up till what, the last season?
Yeah, he was last season or two, yeah.
God, I hate that guy.
He sucked. He was worst.
I mean, for me, and look, you have characters that you know you're not supposed to like. They played the villain.
Yeah.
That's fine. I excuse them. They did their job. But then there's people you're supposed to like, and they irritate the piss out of me. And I'll always say, man, How I Met Your Mother. I did not watch the show much. But whoever the main guy was.
Yeah, Ted.
Jesus Christ. I was like, man, am I supposed to hate this dude? And I don't know why I do.
That's why Ted wouldn't watch the show.
I
couldn't deal with all the Ted. Right? It was just like, he's killing me.
How about Fran Drescher?
All right, so some of these are going to, I'm going to lean on you two because they're a little bit older than my age demographic, and some of them might
Okay,
be
humble brag. I got you.
I just don't remember this guy. Number 10 on the list is Mr. Horton.
From
Different Strokes.
Mr. Horton.
He owned the bicycle shop.
Oh, yeah. He was a bit of a douche, yeah.
Damn.
Sorry. I would have forgotten about that, but when we brought the bicycle shop, yeah.
That's the only thing that I know about that episode is that there was a guy that owned a bike shop that had a very questionable episode.
Yeah,
not questionable, but it
he
brought
was
something
racist.
yeah.
Did he accuse him of stealing?
Of course.
All right. See, I don't even know the episode. I could guess.
You can piece it together, right?
All right, Mike, you brought up Todd, not Todd.
Jesse.
No.
Skylar. Oh, Skylar. She sucked. Dude, I hate to be this guy. All the women of that show sucked.
Yeah.
Skylar, her sister, both sucked.
Right, and then the other one gets back on dope.
Right.
And then gets Jesse doing dope.
But they're kind of supposed to suck, right? Like that Mr. Horton guy.
They had a reason to suck. Skylar kind of had to suck because that was kind of how Walter got through.
Her husband was making meth.
Well, and
it doesn't mean she's a bad person.
He started because he had no control over his life. Like she was a very controlling. Like they were in a vice inside of her purse. Like that's kind of the. So I can understand why she kind of sucked. Marie didn't need to suck. The junkie didn't need to suck.
They just did.
They just did.
Well, and in that character, he smokes meth throughout the series.
Sure,
but I can't explain it to you when you see him shoot up heroin. I covered my eyes. I was like, no, Jesse, no,
that's too much.
Yeah, it was gross.
Yeah. All right, Lost in Space, Dr. Smith.
Sure. That's part of the reason, and look, I saw it in repeats. I'm not that old, but I had a hard time watching that show because he was so annoying to me. But he was
what did he do that was annoying?
He was up to no good in some capacity, right? And I'm not sure if the show ever alluded to what it is. You kind of knew there's something else going on all the time. He's probably at the center of it, but it wasn't even that. Like, you can be scheming, and I still like it. Like, I like Darth Vader. Gotcha. He's not a nice guy. He was just annoying as a character. Yeah. I hated that he was on screen.
Again, this list of most hated characters in TV history. You have Grace from Will and Grace.
People hated her.
I'll be honest with you.
It's Deborah Messing, man.
I don't remember that show enough.
I mean, my wife would watch it, but to me, it was, and I get what was going on with the show, but like, it was a sitcom. And like any sitcom with a limited cast, they're all a little neurotic. That's why they're interesting, but there's nothing about her in particular where I was like, Jesus,
I remember it was on. My mom would watch it aplenty, and I found the show entertaining. And if I remember Grace correctly, she was just very high strung, just very anxious all the time. Probably complained a whole
over
bunch.
The years, like I don't know. There's other stuff that she was like, I don't know, promoting them to be gayer or something.
Gotcha.
Like queens as opposed to just gay.
Just being gay.
I'm going to stop because it feels weird when I'm saying it. Like, I'm not making fun. I'm not making fun of anybody. All right, this one shouldn't shock you. Ross from Friends.
People don't like him.
Yes.
He's just kind of whiny and annoying.
He's not kind of whiny. He's whiny.
Yeah.
Kind of whiny as anyone on any given day at some moment. This dude just, and I feel bad because, again, I know you're an actor. Right. But even if I just see David Schwimmer now, and he's doing more production stuff, and he did the latest Goosebumps, he does not strike me as a whiny person, but just his voice is exactly what it was on the show. So as soon as I hear him speak, I'm just like, shut up.
And the thing is that watching the reunion show for Friends, David Schwimmer was the first one that they targeted. Like, they made the show and said, we want this guy. Like, we need to make a character specifically for him.
Oh, really?
Yes. Dang. And I looked at it, like, he was my least favorite character of all of them.
Again, though, maybe that makes him a great actor.
Maybe.
These are just characters.
Right.
If you remember the original Dallas, J.R. Ewing.
Oh, yeah. But he was, I didn't watch the show. My parents did. He was definitively a villain, but he was a Darth Vader of Dallas.
Who shot him?
You're not supposed to like him, but everyone loved him.
He seemed like a kind of unlikable guy, truthfully, in life.
In life, yes. This is a guy.
I believe he was.
Because he was super rich. This is just one example of how he rolled. So he was super rich, came from money, right? Like a lot of these Hollywood cats, and drank himself to poisoning his liver, got a liver transplant, and then drank that one to death as well.
I don't even know the show. Caillou?
Caillou.
Caillou.
Oh,
Caillou
the animated Caillou?
Yeah.
Well, he's French.
Well, he's one of the most hated characters.
That's right. That's right.
Even a child.
Well, I know you're hating on a French kid.
From Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Kai Wynn.
All right.
All right, you guys know this one. I've heard you talk about hating this character from the Brady Bunch. Came on later on.
Oliver.
Cousin Oliver.
Oh, punk-ass bitch. Why don't they put his... And look, it's not the kid's fault. It's just why?
Why are you here?
And the number one of the most hated characters in TV history, he's like one of the main characters of The Big Bang Theory.
Sheldon?
Sheldon.
He was a know-it-all and a douchey know-it-all. That was the problem with him, is that he talked down to everybody that he ever talked to on that show.
Yeah, first time hanging out with a super nerd? It's like they do it all the time.
Your call. It was just, the other ones were nerds, but they just got excited about what it is that they were into.
Right.
Sheldon literally just talked down to everybody that he had an interaction with. He was above everybody. He was on a different plane. He was the absolute alpha intelligence-wise, and he made it known.
For all my sickos out there, I believe you got a little Western Kentucky college football on tonight.
Ooh, hey, hurry home. Headlines coming up. Thank you, Taylor. You're listening to The Men's Room.
Men's Room returns with Miles and Thrill. Now, let's see what's happening in the real world.
All right, here we go. New Jersey. Deer decides it's time to get a haircut and a shave. We head to Ireland, where a statue gets a boob job if breasts are what you crave.
Yep.
Man grows world's biggest pumpkin and wins $21,000 in cash. Meanwhile, an Indian man with a homemade go-kart is in the hospital after a crash. And a woman who sees two of everything arrested for littering. It is time for your headlines.
Now, it's time to hit the headlines. Here's my cock.
I didn't hear that the first time around, Miles. Our top story, we go to New York for the one that Miles was just talking about. What a bad situation was made worse. Police got a call about a woman that had done a little littering in the area and were able to catch up to her. As they were doing their routine investigation while working on her citation, they discovered something that made the situation worse for our gal. The spot that she had littered was within the bounds of a person that she was court-ordered to stay away from, putting her in violation of a protection order and causing her to be arrested on felony charges, and she's due in court. I'm going to bring you up the mugshot of this woman.
Oh, I know who it is, dude.
Not that one. There you go.
I know exactly.
You never saw him coming.
I know.
That's the first thing I saw.
No. Wait a minute. She did something wrong. What happened here?
Yeah.
It's so mean. In other news. Damn it, Miles. A man in Indianapolis is in critical condition at the hospital, and authorities are looking for answers following a crash. Witnesses say the man lost control of his vehicle and crashed after hitting the curb, causing him to be ejected from the vessel, leading him to serious injury. He was not wearing a seatbelt. He was taken to the hospital, and authorities are asking for surveillance footage in their investigation as they try to piece together the full story of how our man crashed his homemade go-kart.
Yeah.
Oh.
Say no more.
Yeah. He got it up to speed. They don't have seatbelts, and launched himself. My brother-in-law actually made his own go-kart.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Did you ever take it out?
I did. I took it for one spin, and I was like, this is dangerous as hell.
Oh, how fast did the thing go?
That thing got up to, I feel like, now, me with my fat ass, that thing could get up to about 25, 30. With his skinniness, he could get up to about 35, 40.
They used to have kits. You could build.
Oh, God, yeah.
No kidding.
It's what you wanted to do with your parents on the weekend.
Well, hell yeah.
But they sold us anything back then. Here's some radioactive rocks.
Man, I'm glad I never fell for it, but in the, I think it was one of my Boy Scout magazines or something like that, or a pamphlet or something like that, the Scholastic whatever. There was something in there where you could buy a hovercraft.
Oh, really?
And I was like, my God, I want this thing. Because, I think it's a hovercraft. My stupid ass would have been so disappointed to get something with a giant fan with a chair on top.
All that stuff disappointed you. The X-ray glasses, or my buddy finally convinced his parents to buy them, and we are stoked. Yeah, it didn't work.
No, of course not. Got it.
And we already knew who we were going to look at and everything.
I'm not flipping a pig, guys. Over to Ireland, where a good luck charm has been has been put back in place. Locals and tourists alike had engaged in a good luck ritual of rubbing a local statue. But after years of giving her essence of fortune, the statue had become damaged and discolored from oils of millions of hands, forcing leaders to order the statue restored. A group gathered over the weekend after the work was done to revel in the unveiling of the refreshed piece of art, and thousands have already snapped a photo with her. The statue in question is of a fishmonger by the name of Molly Malone, Ted, who many believed would retain a bit of good luck after rubbing her breasts.
Yeah.
Oh. After years of wear and tear, she looks bright and refreshed with her new boob job.
I wonder who the person is that got that gig. Hey,
that had to redo the boobs?
Listen, we heard you're good at redoing boobs.
Basically, they put like a layer of shellac over them. Right. So that they wouldn't keep getting finger oils, and it was kind of deteriorating the breast because everyone was grabbing them.
Right. It was always just shining.
Yeah, it was like it had an oil sheen from people grabbing them.
Exactly. Well, and that's the thing, there's a lot of photos of a lot of these old statues that's going around, and you can see what people frequently touch, and it is always the breast.
Really?
On men, it was always the groin.
Yep.
On dogs, there's always the nose. Everybody just gets their little feel there.
I mean, every photo of her, they're statues, but there's cleavage.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, she was known. Over to New Jersey, where the wildlife need a little hand. Officers were called to a local shop on reports of a deer that had been attempting to dodge highway traffic before charging, panic-stricken, through a window of the shop. The video surveillance shows officers attempting to shoo the animal. Holy smokes. Autocorrect. Shoo the animal with brooms out of the shop, which nearly sent it through another window. There it is! But eventually found a less damaging exit, and no injuries were reported. Well done there, Gabe. That's how that one's going to roll down. Look both ways before you cross the street.
Yeah, no kidding.
You can.
Just in case. But just in case those stories left a bad taste in your mouth.
Thankfully, there's good news.
To California, where the annual Safeway World Pumpkin Weigh-Off Contest has concluded. I'm sorry you couldn't make it in, Miles.
So I guess it's just got to be a North America thing?
I guess.
Because if it's world, you cannot transport that pumpkin from anywhere else in the world.
No.
And expect it to be okay by the time I got to California.
Yeah, probably not.
Right, I grew this in Ireland, but we got to ship this thing to California.
By the time it's there, it's going to be all
World
crappy.
Pumpkin Way. That's probably why they can call it the World Pumpkin Way Off, because they were the first one to do it. It's like, if you want to haul it out here, you can.
Sure, we won't stop you.
Right.
We're kind of known for that in the States, though, too.
Do any other countries have pumpkin pie? Is it our thing? I mean, I don't know.
I think so.
I don't know.
The winner's been named and has a bit of a history with the competition. He was the previous year's runner-up and could have fallen second behind the same exact competitor. But the former champion's entry cracked shortly before the competition, taking him out of the contention. So now our man's has won the whole thing this year with an astounding 2,346-pound pumpkin. He's been awarded his ribbon and $21,000 prize. They pay like $9 a pound in prize money.
Okay, that's why people enter that.
That's how that rolls. So enjoy that, right?
You know what, maybe it might just be an American thing, the obsession with pumpkins around Halloween.
Could be.
Did they grow anywhere else?
Yeah.
Yeah. Major sports. Game 2 between the Dodgers and Brewers is underway on TBS and True TV. You got college football, as Ted said, over on ESPNU, and we got hockey over on ESPN. And Kong, the Kraken are in Montreal taking on the Canadiens, currently going into the second intermission. Fun fact for you hockey junkies. All the Kraken games are over on Amazon Prime if you don't have Kong. As far as your weather, clear skies and a low of 39 tonight, and we're looking at mostly sunny and 62 tomorrow. That's it for your headlines. With that, Mike Hawkins out.
Hey, so we appreciate it. Coming up next time, the return of Who Sucks Less? Lovely Jolene's coming up next.
Yes, indeed. It is, in fact, all true. But in the meantime, we be all about this biatch. So until tomorrow, please do what you do best. And for Aletha's sake, stay beautiful.
The Men's Room has been taped before a live studio audience. Wardrobe and makeup provided by Mantastic Limited. This has been a presentation of the Men's Room Radio Network. Oh, man! A Double Flush production.
Your cold is coming. Your cold is coming. When you feel a cold coming, shorten it with Zycam, the #1 cold shortening brand.
Oh, no, not before my big trip.
The big trip you've been planning is coming up, and so is your cold. But Zycam can shorten your cold and get you back to planning sooner.
Thanks, Revere.
We really should keep Zycam in the house.
Shorten your cold with Zycam.
Take it from America's most revered messenger. Shorten your cold at the first sign with cold shortening products from Zycam, the #1 cold shortening brand. Available in stores or see where to buy at Zycam.com.
You've finally broken loose from work. 3 friends, 1 tea time, and then the text. Honey, there's water in the basement. Not exactly how you pictured your Saturday. That's when you call us, Cincinnati Insurance. We always answer the call, because real protection means showing up, even when things are in the rough. Cincinnati Insurance. Let us make your bad day better. Find an agent at CINFIN.com.
Homes.com is the only place where you can find specialized neighborhood guides with the in-depth insider info home shoppers want. Very in-depth info. Want to know if there's homes for sale in the area? We've got it. How long has a home been on the market? We'll know it. Average lot size? Proximity to local parks? Of course. Insight into your neighbor's divorce? We're working on it.
Homes.com. We've done your homework.
You're tuned into Auto Intelligence, live from Auto Trader, where data, tools, and your preferences sync to make your car shopping smooth.
They're searching inventory.
Oh, yeah.
They find what you need.
They're gonna find it.
You can make a budget for your wallet to help you succeed. Pricing's precise and true.
So true.
It's smarter car shopping.
Ooh.
Just for you.
Oh, it's just for you. Ooh. Find your next ride at Autotrader.com. Powered by Auto Intelligence.
Is your business ready for what's next? Think about where you want to be in 3 years, 5 years, 10. Growth isn't about numbers. It's having the right specialist by your side. Moss Adams and Baker Tilly have joined forces to create a remarkable new organization. It's one advisory firm with resources, expertise, and vision built specifically to serve the middle market to help you get to what's next. Learn how Baker Tilly can help your business pursue its vision of success. Visit BakerTilly.com/combo